All right, we are live. Percent right because his mic is like 10 feet from his fucking head.
I'm working on something.
So
did I tell you I was ready to do this?
you did.
Oh.
So this is the sound check portion. So please let us know how we sound.
Yes.
It's all estrogen in the chat right now.
Oh, fuck!
What? What? Well, you haven't actually started yet, so if you need to grab something.
I don't know, mute the mics.
How do I do that?
I don't know.
And we're back.
Hello?
Who can read? Oh, because we muted. All right, again, please tell us how we sound. New hardware going on after the technical difficulties last week, so.
Well, new old hardware.
Yeah.
Back to the basics. Why is it so small?
That's what she said.
The show notes fit on one screen. Just like that.
She said no.
Fuck!
I know.
God damn it. Oh, I should have put it in the car yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't think about it.
Oh well. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, no visual aids today.
Sons of bitches. Sons of bitches.
Now just repeat that for 7 minutes.
Oh my god, I'm gonna slit my own throat.
All right. Kelly said we sound fine. Dragon Buddy's right outside looking at. It's freaking me out, man.
Outside looking at you through the window.
Is that something related to the fact that you had to watch this movie?
It would have been even better if we had some sort of like eagle.
Oh, okay. Don't get it in camera.
Gracias. Oh, fucking brilliant. Brilliant.
Thank you.
We're saying hello again?
I don't think that's the right. Hold on, that's not the right mic. Obviously. So it's not the default. Did you lose internet?
Negative.
Yeah, I think we're fine. Did you lose internet, Kristen? What the fuck was I doing? God damn it.
You were selecting the appropriate sound.
Oh,
source.
yeah, Audacity. Yo, this pumpkin ale that I'm drinking, fucking 9% beer. Didn't realize it. Just thought it looked cool. Never had it before.
Right.
So we were like watching TV or something a couple nights ago. I'm like, oh, I'll have a couple of those pumpkin ales. I bought them and never drank them.
Right.
After 2, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? When I realized, like, oh, these are like high.
Yeah, nothing worse than the unexpected drunk. Like, huh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to get drunk tonight.
Hang on a second. What's going on? Pew. All right, hopefully that's the right one. Let me try this again. Hello. Do me a favor and just reset your. Give me another check.
Test 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
All right, I think we're good. You're welcome, everybody. I should be forced to rewatch Birdemic without alcohol. That might suck.
I watched it without alcohol.
Oh. Well, maybe that's why you had such a bad time.
And no pain meds either. So I was really a miserable fucking prick. Yeah, I think we're ready, dude.
All right, your toast.
It is my toast.
Red 5, let me get the this or that queued up.
That's what I was doing. That's how do you do this thing where it's I forget how to do it. It's fine, whatever.
Yeah, Kristen's right. Her and I have already rewatched several of the best scenes.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I'm ready.
all right, let's do it.
Here we go. To the home field advantage.
Home field advantage.
So, if you people that understand college football,
Oh, I thought we were talking about the NFL, and
well, we'll get there.
okay.
People that know things about college football know that the home field advantage is a real thing. And last year, without you can't even spell Michigan. You're not going to try?
Nope.
No, you're not. Anyway, home field advantage is a real thing. And last year, when there was no crowds, especially in a place like Happy Valley, not having a crowd in there was a huge disadvantage. So some would say it would be an even playing field for everybody, but you know what? That's you were down south, they had crowds, whereas up north we didn't. It was a whole fucking thing. This past Saturday was the Penn State whiteout, which is huge. It's a big deal.
Sounds racist.
It's a big deal for college football. They brought game day back there. So Penn State's actually had been involved in 2 of the college game days. Again, this is a program that comes on ESPN that actually talks about college football on Saturday mornings.
That makes sense.
Right, because you would know these things.
Yeah, obviously.
If you paid attention to fucking college football.
If I did that, yes.
Anyway,
I would know that.
So Saturday night, it was the whiteout. It was fucking the crowd was super into it. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And fucking Penn State manages to pull off not necessarily an upset because Penn State was ranked higher, but it was a really, really good game.
And who'd they beat?
Auburn, an SEC team. So for me, I was fucking emotionally spent. Like I fucking riding all the highs and lows of that fucking game. And so by the time Sunday rolled around, right, for our what shall you say matchup?
Yeah, the 49ers came to town.
Yeah, the 49ers were here, and I wish I could say that I was fucking like hyped up for the Eagles home opener and whatever. I'm lukewarm on the Eagles because I don't think Jalen Hurts is the right guy. But regardless of that, everyone else was looking at the Eagles like, okay, hey, this is a team that can beat San Francisco because they have injury issues and all this other stuff, right?
Oh, Jesus, and those just amplified over the course of the day Sunday.
So watching the game, 1:00 game on Sunday, and watching the Eagles basically come to full erection and then never finishing, which is
That's quite the analogy.
Yeah, because it's about how I felt about it.
Okay. And
I'm watching it and I'm like, God, this fucking game, man. I really wanted to be more mad about it, but I was just emotionally wrecked from the night before.
Right.
So like the only reason I cared about the Eagles winning that game is so that I didn't have to listen to you talk about how the 49ers. That's the only reason I wanted the Eagles to win that game. I just didn't really have that much invested in it.
Yeah.
So, yes, the Eagles did lose.
Yeah. Now
I owe you $5. I'm a man of my word.
Oh, I completely forgot we even talked about that. honestly.
Oh, well, shit. I shouldn't have brought it up then. God damn it.
Yeah. But we'll get into why you didn't hear much from me yesterday when we get to our weeks.
Yes.
But that all being said, hello everyone, and welcome to the Sidebar Cantina, the podcast where we talk about Star Wars, pop culture, college football, or whatever the fuck we feel like talking about.
Yes.
I'm Mr. Jason Roskam. With me here each and every single week, the Penn State to my UCLA, Dave Martin. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Jason.
How are you?
I'm surprised. You know, UCLA does have a college football team.
I just picked a Cali team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As opposed to Cal or USC.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Hi.
What's going on?
Look, we have... This is going to be a show.
Well, and why is it going to be a show, Dave? What are we talking about?
So Jason... I don't think Jason realized what he was doing.
I think I did, actually.
When he set us up for this show. We're going to talk ad nauseum,
Yeah.
quite literally,
Mm-hmm.
about the movie Birdemic.
Yes.
And the fucking absolute train wreck that made me physically ill.
See, I'm in the complete opposite boat. This is one of those things where obviously it's a terrible movie, but it was one of those ones where I cracked a few drinks and enjoyed the experience while also scratching my head and going, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, no. You know, but before we get too deeply into that.
Yeah, we got other business.
Yeah, we have other business like the Red 5 Network. Go to red5network.com. Yeah, Red 5? RED5network.com. Yeah. I'm reading the words in my head. Like, do you have that? Like, do you have that where you like visualize the words
As I'm talking?
as you're talking?
No.
Never?
I don't think I've ever done that.
How about you? Do you do that? I'll do that. Anyway, yeah, Red 5, go to red5network.com. That's not like you don't visualize stuff like that?
I don't envision words like words spelled out on like a piece of paper or something and the letters and no.
RED5. Maybe this is why I have migraines.
Could be.
Because yeah. Anyway,
I just talk, man. I just say the words. I don't think about them. I talk without thinking. That's like my MO, so
red5network.com.
yeah.
More to follow about the Red 5 Network at the end.
Indeed. So we also have a segment on the show that we call This or That.
Thank God.
Where our social media director, Luna Girl, puts up a poll on our Instagram. And what is our Instagram, Dave?
At the Sidebar Cantina.
That's right. And she gives you two options. And you pick one of the options. We go over the results here on the show. And these are all based typically on the topic of the show. So this week, she did bad movies. And the best part about this is the fact that she put in these descriptions, these like IMDb descriptions of each movie.
Yes.
And you basically had to make your choice based on that because I haven't seen any of these movies.
Facts. Yeah, I recognized one title out of all of the movies that she
Yeah.
picked. And you know what? Luna Girl is amazing. Is she actually spent time researching and getting this stuff and for putting this together.
And
so
I'm going to read each of these descriptions too because you can't not. So the first one is Hobgoblins versus Feast. Hobgoblins reads, a young security guard must track down aliens who kill people even as they make their fantasies come true. And Feast is, patrons locked inside a bar are forced to fight monsters.
I was thinking every one of these should be a Rick and Morty episode.
Yeah, I picked Hobgoblin just because I thought the description was funnier.
Yes, I agree.
And Hobgoblin won 61% to 39%.
I'm really curious to know how many people actually have seen these fucking movies.
Yeah, if anybody has seen any of these movies, please let us know because I'm really curious to find out. Now, this next one I've heard of, and this is Kung Fury versus Idaho Transfer. I've heard of Kung Fury, and it reads like, in 1985, the toughest martial artist cop in Miami goes back in time to kill the worst criminal of all time, Hitler.
Back in time.
So he goes back to kill Hitler. Idaho Transfer reads, during a time of waning global resources, a crew of young researchers travel to the future to escape an apocalypse before the shutdown of their time transfer project. So both about time travel, one going to the past to kill Hitler, one going to the future to escape the shitty time, which wouldn't things just be shittier in the future?
Dystopian future, maybe? I don't know.
So I'm pretty sure I picked Kung Fury because I like the whole idea of going back in time and
in time.
Yeah.
I think I picked Idaho Transfer just because. Oh, right on cue. We got a Bronco Fett sighting.
Yeah. Speaking of Idaho,
Because Bronco Fett had mentioned the Idaho Transfer when we were talking about bad movies.
Yeah.
And it kind of the infancy stages of getting to a place where we're talking about Birdemic. You fuck. Yeah. I'm gonna have Tourette's today, by the way.
which is
And not only am I representing myself, I'm representing all of these poor fucks that were forced to watch this
somebody
movie.
else had to have enjoyed the experience like I did. Anyway, Kung Fury won 85% to 15%. The next one is Night of the Lepus. What's a Lepus? Versus the Bat People. Night of the Lepus is giant mutant rabbits terrorize the Southwest. The Bat People is, after being bitten by a bat in a cave, a doctor undergoes an accelerated transformation into a man bat, which ruins the vacation and causes considerable distress for his wife.
Considerable distress. I just based on it alone. You gotta pick the bat one, man.
Yeah, the Bat People. I picked Night of the Lepus because I love the idea of just a giant killer rabbit terrorizing people. But you were in the majority. The Bat People won 79% to 21%. We got to watch all of these movies.
The holy hand grenade.
Yeah, that's what I think of too when I think of the killer rabbit. All right. Oh my God. The next one was The Stuff versus Rubber. The Stuff reads, a delicious, mysterious goo that oozes from the earth is marketed as the newest dessert sensation when white zombie-like snackers who only want to consume the substance infest the world. But this is the one. Rubber. A homicidal car tire.
Yes. Yes.
Discovering it has...
You had me at homicidal car tire.
Exactly. A homicidal car tire, discovering it has destructive psionic power, sets its sight on a desert town once a mysterious woman becomes its obsession. How could you not pick Rubber after hearing that description? I have to see this movie.
I'd almost... That'd be one where I'd have to go like... Yeah, I would have to see it.
Yeah, like if we can ever bear another bad movie on this show, I think Rubber has to be the next one. Yeah, well, in the future, we can look at this like next year sometime.
Dragon Buddy says Night of the Lupus sounds great.
Yeah,
Oh,
like lupus or lepus. What is a lepus? Somebody, Jamie, look that up. Is that like a type of rabbit? I don't know. Anyway,
a lepus is a rabbit, according to Luna Girl.
Rubber only won 55% to 45%.
Travesty.
I know.
A fucking travesty.
And I think we've heard of these ones before. It's Piranha versus Sharknado.
Well, yeah, we all know Sharknado.
Yeah, Piranha reads, when flesh-eating piranhas are accidentally released into a summer resort's river, the guests become their next meal. And then Sharknado, everybody should know Sharknado. When a freak hurricane swamps Los Angeles, nature's deadliest killers rule sea, land, and air. Thousands of sharks terrorize the waterlogged populace. Which I've never seen. I've heard so much about it. I've seen like YouTube clips, but I've never seen Sharknado. So that's another one I would be willing to give a shot to. Now, in addition to this, she also ran another poll over the weekend, and it was about specifically Birdemic. And it was, what is your favorite cheap thrill or a really bad movie? No. Let me know, but no. Okay, anyway, it's about Birdemic. It's like, what did you not like about Birdemic? The horrible CGI, the terrible acting, or the god-awful storyline? 80% of people picked the terrible acting. 0% of people picked the horrible CGI, and 20% went with the god-awful storyline.
Well, we'll expound on that.
Yeah, did you know global warming is a problem, Dave?
I had no idea.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I mean, then you need to rewatch Birdemic, because I think there's some subtle messaging going on in that movie.
Really?
That, yeah, you may have missed.
No, I totally missed that.
Are we ready to move on to our week?
Yep. The guy who has a fucking plug-in hybrid.
It was a Mustang too. It's a plug-in hybrid.
They did not. Anyway.
Okay.
Let's get through this so we can start fucking railing on this goddamn piece of shit.
All right. So for me, as I mentioned last week, I was in the midst of a 2-week fucking work week, no days off. Right. I was really looking forward to this last Friday because it was going to be my first day off. I was going to fucking sleep in, get some rest. That lasted all of about 0 minutes because Kristen wakes up a few minutes before me because she gets up to like help the kids get off to school and everything. And within a couple of minutes, I'm still kind of stirring. I'm like half asleep, like trying to fall back asleep. When all of a sudden I hear boom, 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 boom. I'm like, that was the sound of one of our children falling down the stairs from the top. So I immediately have to jump out of bed to find Ben at the bottom of the stairs, like, ah!
Oh, God.
I'm like, what the fuck? Apparently he, like, Ben's, the cat, the fucking cats are trying to kill us. I swear to God. Our fucking evil cat was sitting at the top of the stairs, like, draped over the fucking, the top landing of the stairs.
Right.
And apparently he was trying to, like, step over the cat and also lean over and pet him and fucking tripped and fell down the entire fucking flight of stairs.
There's...
He's all fucking
okay?
cut and bruised. He's fine. But you know, he was in a lot of pain, obviously.
Yeah.
He had like a big cut on his back, his fucking like his knee and his ankle hurt, and he was all bruised up.
Jesus.
But yeah, no, he's fine. He even went to school that morning. But obviously after that, I'm not fucking sleeping in. And this is at like
It's a good way to get
6 a.m.
There is, as a parent, you know when some shit, like, doesn't matter how old your kid is.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear a particular sound, you're like, that is the sound of human flesh being damaged in some way.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. I'm laying there in bed, half asleep, trying to go back to sleep, and I just hear the boom, 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 and just hear him go all the way down the stairs. It sounded like it took 5 minutes for it to happen.
Poor Dad.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
he's fine, but
Cats are evil. I agree with the chat.
Yeah.
Fuck cats.
but that's how my weekend started. So we talked about the football game yesterday.
Yep.
And there's a reason why I wasn't talking that much, because I didn't actually get to see the game. I wasn't watching because there was this big Magic tournament that was happening yesterday. It's this big pre-release for a new set that's coming out that everybody's all super excited about. Rob really wanted to go. I wanted to go. My buddy Brad wanted to go. Sorry. And Sunday was the only time. Sunday at 1 p.m. was the only time that worked out with everybody's schedules. So,
It's a good thing we didn't buy tickets for that game.
well, I mean, obviously I wouldn't have gone to the tournament at that point.
Right.
But
No, I mean, thank God we didn't go to that game.
oh, right. So, but yeah, I didn't see it. I saw the highlights afterwards, and yeah, 49ers are 2-0. So,
Yeah.
and Seattle lost yesterday. Even more important than the Niners winning, Seattle lost, which was beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
There was a lot of red in the stands. You know,
was there?
Yeah, talking about the home field advantage, you know, the Penn State with the whiteout, you had 109,852, I think. That's a lot of fucking people in one structure.
Yeah.
At all.
Especially now.
Yeah.
In fucking COVID times.
But it just adding to the mystique of the fucking whiteout, the best college football environment by far. Fuck Michigan and Ohio State and all their bullshit. Anyway, I'm watching the Eagles game and I'm like, man, there's a lot of fucking red in that crowd.
No shit.
It was noticeable, right? Especially when they're like kind of panning back, because
Yeah.
the Eagles, since it was the home opener and all the other stuff, they put a white T-shirt on every single chair in the stands, right? So it should have either been like, you know, green jerseys or whatever, or white.
Yeah.
I could still see a lot of red. I was a little disappointed in that.
Huh.
Penn State.
And very surprising that all those 49ers fans were actually bold enough to wear their colors in Eagle territory. Are your fans getting soft?
They are.
Like, what's going
soft.
on?
They're getting soft.
Oh,
Just like our
okay.
team.
Man.
Fucking soft. Flaccid even.
Well, that's a shame. The only other thing I had to talk about with my week is, you know, I've been dealing with the shoulder issues and everything, and I've been kind of on a no fucking exercise edict
Right.
from the doctors. Last week when I saw the surgeon, he's like, yeah, you can run again. Just don't do anything else. And up to this point, I hadn't run because I've been kind of, again, in my like slobby phase and just being like, fuck it, I'll eat whatever I want. I'm not going to do shit exercise-wise. Finally, like over the weekend especially, I'm like, okay, I really feel like shit. I'm not sleeping well. I hate the way I'm looking now. So this morning, I finally bit the bullet. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go run. And man, it hurt. It fucking hurt.
Running is bad for you, man.
I was sucking wind hard before I hit the mile mark. And like now, a couple hours after the fact, my left knee is fucking killing me. So yeah, I'm back. Hey. But these are my first steps. The first steps are always the hardest. So
Yeah.
but I'm back on the exercise train.
Good.
And that's that. now I need to kind of pull back on all the shitty eating and everything. Which,
Yeah, good luck with that.
yeah, it doesn't work on these Monday nights.
No, obviously. Why we probably should. If we had any intentions of losing weight, we should have stayed on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm going to address this right now.
Okay.
The amount of comments that were being made, like, first of all, what I can appreciate about Bronco Fett and Orange Jacket Guy is their devotion to their college football team.
Yeah. Yeah.
That type of devotion is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, you know they're all about Idaho.
Yeah.
They've always been about Idaho.
They love their Boise State Broncos,
Yeah.
and I applaud them for that. Orange Jacket Guy made a comment about he made a college football comment about Penn State and the fact that they still have a program and SMU was like gambling and they got the death sentence. I don't even want to have to explain to you what that means, but and then what happened from that point was this. I got it from a handful of people, non-Penn Staters. It's like, oh, why aren't the players also wearing white? Like they were in their home jerseys, which are their blue top, white pants, white helmet, black Nikes.
Okay.
That's the uniform of a Penn State football player
Right.
at home. Now, apparently, because we were having a whiteout, people were like, well, why aren't the athletes wearing white? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, because it's a home game. The whiteout is about the fans, and
yeah, this
they're
isn't
wearing plenty of fucking white. Like,
it's not a new concept, right? This isn't some new thing that they just invented.
No. And this is like, that was the 14th whiteout that they've had. Like,
Yeah.
it's been a thing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And because it was a national game, like, people are all like questioning, like, oh, how come they're not wearing white jerseys? Because that's not their home jersey.
Yeah.
Like, this is the NCAA. There's not it's not a baseball team. They don't have fucking Sunday alternates, to
Yeah.
sell more jerseys. No, Penn State, that uniform is fucking iconic. And it's iconic in its simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the reasons I love that football team. And I really didn't like it after the issues that Penn State had with with Joe Pa and the Sandusky, all that bullshit. Like, Bill O'Brien, who is now a fucking offensive coordinator for anyway, how the mighty have fallen. But it's he put the names on the jerseys for like the first time in 60, 70 years or something like that, where players actually had their name on the back of their jersey.
Yeah.
And that's not what Penn State does. It's just not it's not part of the thing. It's not part of the we are culture that they have there. So anyway, Bronco Fett's asking, was he wrong? Yes, he's wrong. He's absolutely wrong.
Well, so what did he say that started all this?
He said, well, what he started with was SMU, which is had a college football program, and it had, apparently they got the death sentence. The program got the death sentence because of gambling.
Okay.
Right? His comment was, SMU gets a death sentence. Penn State still has a program, after alluding to the fact after the Sandusky stuff, right?
Well, like what did he want them to like completely not be able to have a football team anymore?
Apparently, yes. Apparently, he felt like that was the issue. But so here's the thing, right? You want to make that, you make a comment like that, and that's fine. I mean, whatever. However, the billion-dollar industry that is gambling on college football, right? Yes, there is a moral issue with what happened with the Sandusky thing and everything else. That is a moral and a human being issue.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about the business of college football, right? If your program, and they make determinations that you're actually like playing so that you can fucking affect how the gambling goes, like this is part of your decision-making process in your program, like that is criminal.
Yeah. Just
like anything else. I mean, the law is the law. So you can't tell me that in the spirit of gamesmanship and everything else, that if you're fucking affecting shit for gambling, that shouldn't be the thing. I mean, Pete Rose, right? Pete Rose won't ever be in the Hall of Fame. Why? Had nothing to do with his athletic ability.
Yeah.
Gambling. As soon as you start changing the game and affecting it so that you can fucking bear some benefit, then you're absolutely wrong. And at some point, you have to look at that program and go like, where are they complicit in all this, and then they fucking and then take action for it. Yeah, I haven't done any fucking research on it at all. I only saw it because that had popped up. But the reality is that like I'm just fucking sick of everyone that's not a Penn State fan that being their go-to is a Sandusky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrific, but at some point you're actually belittling the fact of what actually happened and the individuals that it happened to and the main individual that's still in fucking jail that it happened because of,
Yeah.
right? That's not, it's associated with Penn State, and I'm just sick and fucking tired of people making that like,
Well,
why don't you have a measured, reasonable fucking conversation?
So think about it this way. Let's say a manager at Walmart and his assistant, like the manager knows what's going on because the assistant's out there raping people, right? Do you close the Walmart because the manager and his assistant the manager was complicit and the assistant was out there raping people?
I guess that's the expectation.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
I don't know. I'm just fucking sick of it. It just.
all right, fair enough. Anything else for your week?
That would. Yeah. What else did I have for my week?
We do have something for the after show.
We do.
So if you're watching us on YouTube right now,
yes,
in our after show, Dave is going to open up his escape crate from the Escape Pod guys.
Yes. Is anybody from the Escape Pod in the chat yet? Doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
So somebody let those guys know that I'm going to open the Escape Crate as part of the post show.
Yes.
The only other thing I had is we talked about it a little bit before the show. I played golf on Friday, poorly, awful.
But at least you were out there doing it.
Yeah, that's Kathy's been really like getting on me to get out there and do it because it is something I need to do. It gets me outside and doing something that's more fun than mowing the grass. But like the idea is to be like ready, have my golf game at least somewhat together for when I go to Myrtle Beach next month.
Mm-hmm.
And we're inside a month, and the shit talking has begun in earnest.
Really?
Between the group. Yeah, it's it's mostly New Englanders. Fact is, it's 90% New Englanders.
Okay.
Like, there's only me and like one other person that is we're both from the Philly area, but it's it like I had to mute it. I had to mute the text thing because it's all day. It's been fucking back and forth with the shit talking and everything else. So I'm just like, fuck. I'm super looking forward to it. It'll be nice to, have some sort of modicum of normalcy. I'm driving down. I'm not flying because ultimately it's just cheaper to fly or cheaper to drive anyway. And plus, it gives me a chance to, if I wanted to stop and see my niece and nephew in Fayetteville, I can do that because I drive right by there.
Don't mind me.
The clicking of the keyboard is
It's very distracting.
it's very distracting. Anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good time. I'm not gonna play well. I want to, like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. My name's on the trophy. Once this is the trophy's been around for like 20 some years. I mean, this little tournament has been going for a long time.
And how long have you been doing it?
Probably like 13 years.
Okay.
Something like that. And I've only won it once, but at least I won it once.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, that's all I got going on.
All right.
Hey, there's the escape pod.
Yeah, just in time for us to take a break. Because,
Facts.
yeah, I think we're going to take a quick break because I got to grab something from the house. I have my little sheet of notes. And then we'll be back and we'll start talking about this classic movie, this riveting, awe-inspiring movie from pioneer director and writer James Nguyen. So we're going to take a very quick break and be right back after this word from our sponsors.
I don't know how you got those words out of your face in regards to this fucking movie. It's so fucking annoying. Yeah. Hi guys. I'd be lying to you if I wasn't saying I'm fucking exhausted right now. The pain monster's been fucking bad the past few days. So forgive me if I'm a little slow. Are you peeing? Are you gonna pee?
I actually don't think I need to.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Yet. Oh my god. I'm looking at my notes and I'm just laughing at Oh, this is going to be the greatest episode. Oh, so what we're going to do is I'm going to have the movie pulled up and I'm going to share my screen anytime a scene comes up that we want to play for you guys. Oh god. Full disclosure, I love this movie so much. Absolutely loved it. Oh, I guess while we're all here together, can you guys hear this? Like, let me know if you can hear this. All right, so I just turned down my computer volume, but can you still hear the volume of this? So I'm going to let it continue to play. I guess it would help if I actually shared the screen. Add to stream. All right. Can you guys hear this right now? Please let me know if you can hear this. All right, Kristen said, okay, so what I'll have to do, so now I'm going to mute it. Now I muted it. Oh my god. Now can you hear it? All right. I'm assuming they mean no. So, all right. So when we go to play a scene, I'll have to turn it up. And okay, so I think they could only hear it through my computer. So even as it's playing right now, they cannot hear it. So that's fine. Oh, hold on. That's a great place to pause it. That pretty much just tells you everything you need to know. All right, I'm going to take that off. Oh, God. Whew.
You ready?
I am ready.
All right.
Let me minimize this.
Why?
Because I do want to just reference the notes.
There's fucking 4 lines to these notes.
I don't have them memorized.
You wrote them.
That doesn't mean I have them memorized.
All right, you know what?
Just give me a... And we're back. So,
And holding my breath for no fucking reason.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Birdemic,
I think I have a little Birdemic right now.
released in February of 2010. So, it's 11.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Based on the technology and the level of editing that had happened, I would have thought that this came out in 1947.
Oh, no, because it was made on a mere budget of $10,000. And I bet a third of that...
What cost $10,000?
Well, a third of that was probably that Dell XPS that he had in his office. Did you see that documentary?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so he had this fancy Dell computer that he did all of the movie editing on.
Wow.
And the special effects.
Wow.
That he...
All of that editing.
That he cut and pasted into
all
the
of
movie.
that fucking editing. Look, I'm going to go ahead, before we get started,
Okay.
I'm going to apologize to all of you that watched this fucking monstrosity. And I'm going to say, I'm apologizing for Jason, because Jason never apologized.
I apologize for nothing.
We know. But we'll get there with their feet.
Oh, God, the feet.
We'll get there. This movie made me angry.
Yeah?
Like, this movie, it wasn't like... I've watched bad movies, right? And, you know, there's bad movies that are bad. and you go like, oh, okay, they knew it was going to be bad and they kind of played off of it, or it's just there's a lot of ways to make a bad movie. This was not one of those ways. This was somebody's willful ignorance to the fact that, and lack of understanding the English language to fucking understand that this movie is bad.
Right.
And somehow, because that's this fucking guy, that documentary, the guy did documentary and made this fucking thing like happen at Sundance. Because of that, we this now exists.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it can't even be used as like what not to do for film editing and everything else, because I'm willing to bet that whoever did this editing already slit their own throat.
Well, no, it was the guy who wrote, directed. He did all of the editing himself.
There was a name, and we're going to see it because it starts right in the fucking beginning with the driving sequence. Oh my fucking god! So much time is spent in this movie watching a car drive.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, in 92 minutes of this fucking tripe, 25 minutes of it is just watching this fucking blue Mustang, which they didn't have
but it's a plug-in hybrid
that he's putting gas into.
But he said halfway through the movie it's a plug-in hybrid. So you mentioned this beginning scene, which is fucking great because it starts off with that like 3-note intro music, the and it keeps going.
Full credit to the person who, it says it right in the beginning, music provided by, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. Well, so, and you know what this opening sequence reminded me of? Because it was like that music repeating over and over with just 5 minutes of driving. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the opening scene in Spaceballs, where it's the ship. Doo-doo. And every like couple of minutes you think, okay, this has got to be the end. And it just keeps going.
Yeah, but at least that ended with a fucking punchline, right? This just ends.
Yeah.
It just ends.
He pulls into a parking spot and walks across the street.
Oh. Not only does he walk across the street, Jason. Not only does he walk across the street. We had to overdub footsteps into this so that we could hear the footfalls of this fucking asshole.
Which is the only time you get any kind of dubbing, because...
No, there's dubbing later.
Well...
There's definitely dubbing later.
Well, in most of the dialogue, like, it seems like they videotaped this whole thing with a fucking old school VHS camcorder or something, and all of the dialogue, all of the audio from that is just whatever the mic happened to catch.
No. I think it's way more... I think it's way more horrible than that.
Well,
it's way worse, because I think that there were times when he had a legitimate microphone. But you know what? We're getting way ahead of ourselves.
All right.
We're getting way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. Well, you know what the best part too of this whole opening sequence, besides the fact that it goes on forever, that 4 notes just just repeats over and over again, is the fact that the camera is turned at a 45-degree fucking angle for most of that time.
Well, because he probably had to like sit there and film it.
So okay, all right, yeah, we are getting ahead of ourselves. Let's talk about he really quick. James Nguyen, the guy who made this.
Right.
If you do any kind of research on this guy, he's a Vietnamese immigrant. He came to America right after the fall of Saigon, which is kind of relevant because we just went through all this shit with Afghanistan, and now we're dealing with, Afghanistan, I can't say refugees, but whatever the fuck they're calling them.
Vulnerable Afghans.
Yeah, so he was a vulnerable Vietnamese guy who came to America right after the end of the Vietnam War and everything. So he was an immigrant. He became a software salesman and engineer. Sounds familiar? And he immediately had aspirations of making Hollywood movies. The problem was he wanted them to be legit, serious movies, and he made a couple of movies. He made 2 movies before Birdemic, which I feel like I have to see now. And then he makes Birdemic. Again, thinking this is a serious movie, not thinking of it in any kind of campy sense. No, he not doing it as a joke. He is trying to make a serious movie, at least to show around so that he can get some recognition and try to actually get a real job in Hollywood. But again, like you said, not a good understanding of the English language, and it really, really shows. And he just has these, I almost want to say like childlike dreams of making it big in Hollywood, because he immediately is like, well, I'll show this around and then I'll get a 3-picture deal.
3-picture deal.
Yeah.
And $10 to $20 million.
Yeah.
Make into this, invest into this picture.
Yeah. So he doesn't really give a shit about filmmaking, because he even said in a later interview, like, why did you do this? Why do you want to get into Hollywood? And he's like, oh, well, it's the glamour of everything. So he's more interested in money and glamour and not about actual quality filmmaking. And it clearly shows.
So, all right, you're a kid. You come to America. What do you know about America? Movie stars. Fucking, shit like that. So it's that American dream, right? It's the pie in the sky. He ends up in California, unfortunately for him.
Yeah.
And now it's developed into this whole thing. Like, what is your ambition? What are you leaning towards? And speaking of that, the little documentary that you sent, we should probably post that link somewhere so other people can see it.
It's like a 28-minute YouTube video.
Fuck you for making me watch that, because making me have 1 ounce of empathy for this guy. Like, I would have rather have thought that this guy was just a fucking crackhead
Right.
that somebody gave a fucking a digital recorder to.
Yeah.
Because I think if this was VHS, I think it would have cost him more money to do the editing.
Sure.
This was legitimately early fucking digital camera, like something you went to Best Buy, bought a fucking camera, filled up the memory card, and over the weekend, because he only could do it on the weekends because he worked a regular job.
Yeah, because it was filmed over the course of 6 months.
Like, this is the difference between a guy like Kevin Smith and a guy like this fucker, right? Because you have vision and filmmaking ability, and then you have ignorance and lack of communication skills.
Right. And yeah, and that ignorance kind of transcends into the whole concept of the fucking movie, right? Birds attacking people because of global warming. I don't know if you caught it, but there's some messages in here about global warming, and he kind of, hints at that a lot throughout the course of the movie.
I had no idea.
Okay, no, I mean, if you paid more attention, you would have caught some of that stuff.
Maybe if we play through some of it.
Yeah, but there's no rhyme or reason for why these characters are doing what the fuck they do. There's no rhyme or reason for how the whole fucking movie ends.
All right. So the first sequence, we're in the car.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the car some more. We see the whole credit sequence.
Oh, he gets gas.
We're in the car. We're still in the car. We find a parking spot. We get out of the car. We go into how I'm saying it right now is more dramatic than what is actually on the fucking screen.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets in this fucking restaurant, sits down, and we have the
oh god. Oh, that with the waitress.
The waitress. The who what's she supposed to be, like fucking Rosie from the Jetsons? Like, what is this robotic voice? And the cut between him to her giving her a line of dialogue, back to him, back to her. Like, I'm watching this, and it's at this moment in particular that I'm like, is this going to be the whole time?
Yeah,
right?
because this is the first dialogue in the movie.
Right, and
the exchange between him and the fucking server.
Yeah, and you immediately go like, right. I've watched movies like Gentlemen Broncos and other movies that are bad, but they're like, at least they're produced, right?
Yeah.
There's like some blocking, you're giving lines a certain way. This is just fucking, here's your face, here's her face. Here's your face again, here's her face. Like, back and forth. And then the audio. Like, it's like the voice is being thrown over here, and then we're going to mumble through this line here. Like, 5 minutes, 36 seconds into this, you already want to fucking commit a homicide.
And that's the worst part, too, is the dialogue. Like, the actual sound of the dialogue, because one person's dialogue, you have all these, like, dishes crashing and noise going on in the background, and it's really fucking, like, muted and all that. And then the other guy, it's like, yeah. And the awkward cuts and the awkward silences.
Yeah.
At the end of some conversations.
Like, And cut. It's like you're waiting, like the actors are just standing there waiting. Okay, well, we delivered our dialogue.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to stand here and wait for you to fucking say cut or something. Nope. No, we're going to leave the awkwardness in there. Why? Because the motherfucker doesn't know any better. This is still going.
Oh, yeah.
Still fucking going. Editor, look, editor, Kim Il-choi. That motherfucker needs to fucking fall into an H tree and die.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. I know he fucking sat on his Dell XPS and fucking did some editing, but that motherfucker needs bad things need to happen to that person.
Well, the best example too is skipping ahead a little bit is when what's her name is talking to her mom, the model chick, and her mom's like asking her about the boyfriend and everything, and then she talks about her job offer with Victoria's Secret, and the mom's like, "Oh, way to go, girl," and she sticks the thumb up. And it's still going.
Yep,
and
still
she's
going.
Like, for like 4 seconds.
You get to a point where we're finally pulling into the parking spot.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got the movie on in the background as we're talking. And then watch him walk. Watch him walk. He walks like a robot.
This poor fucker. Right? And they mentioned in the documentary that these actors, look at him walk. Oh my god.
Yeah. He's like a robot.
They had to film on the weekend, so if you're
look at the way he's walking.
Like the camera's shaking because there's no fucking grip. Oh, let's do a pan down of. Yep. All right,
okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause it right
here.
here. This is where we're gonna actually let people hear the dialogue for a second, because this is a taste of what you're in for when you listen to the dialogue and delivery in Birdemic. So hopefully, let's get the sound up. So, she extends her arm. All right, let me get. Points, slowly lowers her arm to the booth.
And it is at this point. Where are we?
We're at 5 minutes in.
Yeah. So 5 minutes into the movie,
it's our first dialogue.
like you heard me just laugh at it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I have the benefit right now of having this, like, watched it and then let it sit for a couple of days. And now I can look at it and go like, okay, I know what's coming, so I can kind of laugh at it now.
Yeah.
When I was watching this made me mad.
Yeah.
This shit made me mad. Like, it's like, I had the thought, is this going to be the whole time?
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be like this? And guess what? It was!
Yeah. Now, the girl, Natalie, I think is the name of the character.
Yes.
Like, just visually, very appealing to the eyes.
Right.
Very, very cute actress. Not a good actress by any stretch, but far better than the guy who plays Rod, who I'm having trouble believing he's even a human being or was even ever an aspiring actor. Because here's the deal. Yeah, she's decent. Like, honestly, the delivery is so bad. Yes, I understand the dialogue is shit in this, but the delivery is so bad. Honestly, and I'm not bullshitting. You, me, Kathy, and Kristen could remake this movie and make it 100 times better with just better dialogue delivery.
Dude, we could take the fucking... God. We could take... You should probably put this back on the screen.
We will.
You could take the script.
Yeah.
Right? And we'll read the script exactly like it is.
Yeah.
And we could put the proper emphasis on the right syllable.
Yeah.
And it'll be better than this. And we can film it off of our fucking iPhones.
Yeah.
In 2009, when this was filmed, they could have made a better movie off of their iPhone and then edited it in iMovie.
Yeah.
Better than this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this sound, the sound cutting in and out, like, oh, hey, I have to turn the microphone on here, like, so that way I don't want to get the background noise, but then I want to get their voices. Like, I don't know how this cost I don't know what he spent $10,000.
I'm telling you, half of it was that Dell that he edited everything on, And he had to have paid these actors. And that's the thing that really kills me. It's like, okay, you're in California, first of all. Half the fucking people are aspiring actors, right? So you get somebody who has some modicum of talent. They can still be like the shittiest person who, you know, fucking auditioned for Everybody Loves Raymond. They could be like the 10th person that didn't get called.
Yeah.
But still have some level of acting talent and be far better than this fucking guy.
Yeah, this
What
guy.
he looks like he's just reading poorly. Like, first of all, he looks like he can't even read if he tried, but then he's trying to make out the fucking words.
Well, listen, there was no memorization of this script, right? It was like, okay, say these words. Okay, repeat the words that he just said.
Yeah.
I doubt there. I want to see the script. And somebody had said, "Oh, talking about us making this." I'm willing to bet that out on YouTube right now, there is probably thousands of people that have seen this movie that have said, "You know what? I want to remake this and make it better."
Right.
And I guarantee you that they're better.
We could even do better effects. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, and granted, we're 10 years into the future.
yeah.
I get all that. Try to give this motherfucker to the benefit of the doubt, but the willful ignorance of this, that how bad this is apparent.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like, oh, hey, there's a, like, people in the documentary were talking about, oh, like, oh, this is like, it's a, it's kind of a play on, like, yeah, it's a bad movie, but it has a message, and the guy's super genuine about it. You know what he's genuine at? Fucking making a shitty movie.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what he's genuine at doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing genuine about this.
And quite frankly, I feel like most of these scenes were probably done in one take. You know how in a Hollywood movie, they do multiple takes? Back in the Kubrick days, he would do 100 fucking takes, and they would take the best fucking cuts of all of those takes, and that's what they would edit into the movie. I swear to God, they had to have done just a single take of each of these. This is your line for this scene. Say it. Done. Cut.
I don't know how, even at this point, 5 minutes in to editing this movie, editing, air quote. I'm making the air quote symbols here for editing, Mr. fucking Kim Jong Choi or whatever the fuck your name is. You just listening to it, like, okay, let me listen to the final product, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just listen to it, like, oh, you know what, the sound's not quite right. Let me level that sound off a little bit, right? You have to be a fucking, let's see, as long as you're not blind and deaf, you should have some idea that this doesn't sound like a regular movie does.
Yeah.
But you think this is brilliant. Like,
This
and
is
the worst
this is
thing,
your ticket to a 3-picture deal.
This is the worst possible fucking thing could have happened. Somebody watching it goes like, "Oh, that's pretty funny. How bad that is. Let's fucking make this into a thing."
Yeah. Yeah, and that's basically what happened. So, yeah, it starts off, he's in that diner, and then he meets Natalie, this, pretty fucking smoking hot blonde, and he's immediately infatuated with her, chases her out of the fucking diner, and they have
After I bangs her from the fucking booth for like
a long time. And
6-7 uncomfortable seconds, and then like says something to, like, smiles at somebody, and then next thing you know is like, boom, he comes Kramer style blasting out of the fucking diner, like, I gotta go find that broad. And he chases her down. They have an awkward conversation where he eventually look at how it's framed. Like, okay, yeah, we had the camera tilt. Look, it's. I agree with you. It is a non-moving head. They can't see it, the people that are watching on YouTube, but it's like it's a shot taken from behind him. Yeah, and the best is they have this first conversation. Like, all right, we're just gonna watch her walk away. He's watching her, watching her. Keep walking, and keep walking for like 10 seconds. We're watching her walk away, and then now let's run without moving our arms. Yeah, so I walk like humans walk. And then he runs back after her, and she's like, "Oh, hi. Oh, hey, yeah." And I remember you from fucking 10 seconds ago. Yeah, and then he finally gets her number, and they exchange cards. And like her last bit of dialogue is, "Oh well, like I said before, it was nice seeing you." Yeah, which it's this movie has stages where it's like, Again, we're watching the entire
Yeah.
sequence of her getting into her car. Oh wow, a fade! Look at that fade!
Yeah,
in.
so
that
they-
was amazing. And I'm like, okay, all right, we're getting a little pan shot in here.
Uh-huh.
The audio's kind of shitty, but like, all right, let's pan again. Oh, he's drinking coffee.
And
he
eating a
lives
donut.
with his mother apparently, because what male decorates their house that fucking way?
Yeah.
Right. And then we're going to see, what the fuck is this?
The news report. It's the news.
Hit stop. I want people to see this. I want fucking people to see this. Like, what fucking news broadcast do you watch where there's somebody who's apparently 4'2" tall, and let's make sure we get the entire camera. Like, we need to see the entire northeastern part of the fucking the world above her head with a giant TV screen over here, and then lines of dialogue and that she says. Well, what'd she say? She says,
yeah, well, she was talking about the polar bears.
Right.
They keep migrating north
Right.
due to not being able to find enough food,
right,
such as seals.
such as seals and trans.
Yeah.
Like, I talk like humans talk. Like, what threw me was like, okay, this is a weird angle. Like, you staged this fucking shot. And you've probably watched at least one news broadcast in your fucking existence.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what fucking news broadcast you look at where it looks like that. You paid probably this woman to be on camera. Why not put her on camera? Like,
Well, they couldn't afford like a production shot, so they just had to get a big TV, put it over her shoulder, and
like,
put it.
all right, now,
Well, I think this is the best part of the movie coming up here, where there's
oh
a
no,
knock
no,
on.
no!
Oh,
It's not
no.
this
Oh.
early. It's not this early.
Is it where the solar salesman comes to his house?
Hi,
Is that-
I am the solar salesman.
Oh my god! Because, all right, I'm gonna minimize. this.
Where's the plug for your plug-in hybrid fucking Mustang there, fucking
Yeah.
Chumley?
And spoiler alert: Mustangs never had a plug-in hybrid, especially not back then.
No,
But
100% fact.
yeah, we digress. So
You can get an electric Mustang now, like
Uh-huh.
this year, 2021, 11 years later.
yeah, but that news program, because now we're gonna watch him drive for another 5 minutes across town.
The guy, it's almost like if he edited it down to this much footage. He's not using a turn signal. What an asshole, right? If he edited it this much driving footage down,
That's pretty expensive gas, actually. $4.59 a gallon.
it's California,
Yeah, that's true. It's like $6 right now.
right?
So
His plug-in hybrid that he's putting gas into right now. Like, let's. All of these exterior shots, he probably has another fucking 4.5 hours of just this fucking car driving.
yeah,
He
Oh, yeah.
has to. Like, it should be on Shutterstock somewhere. Just this much.
Yeah,
Oh,
now
and
he's
here we
stuck
are
in traffic.
Why? Like, what are we trying to
Well,
expose
because
here with
well,
this fucking traffic?
because that news report planted that seed again about the global warming thing. You know, it
that's-
subtly talked about the icebergs melting and the polar bears population declining.
So is there like when we're watching the shot right now? Is there actually a radio broadcast in the radio?
No.
Also emphasizing the fact that
No.
hey, there's an issue with the weather and everything. No, there's not. That's right. That's all. This is that bullshit fucking music and more exterior shots of him fucking driving.
Yeah.
Until we get to a fucking ridiculous cut where he's suddenly in a fucking cubicle
Yeah, but I mean, again, I think it's
and he's late for work. Everyone else is there, motherfucker. Everyone else is there. Yet somehow you get a fucking spot right up in the front.
Maybe that's how you catch the big fish. Is you're late to work and you make one phone call.
You're a fucking fish. He parked
You-
in Bill Lumberg's
You're
spot.
like, look at him walk. Look at him walk.
Yeah.
He's walking like a robot. Like
the
the guy's
It's like watching The Sims.
yeah.
Are those people credited, by the way? They're
Oh, I have
they're
no
ones
idea.
Walking through the lobby.
And everybody else is walking normally. He just can't walk normal. It's like when the camera's on, he's like, "How do I walk again like a human?"
Yep.
But then it goes to where
What do I need to do to close this deal?
50% off.
Okay, I'll give you that and whatever.
And I just made $1 million sale.
Celebrate.
And it's like
And-
the most just
And then there's this fucking clown.
oh yeah, his buddy, the horn dog.
Yeah.
And
What again? Why that shot? What and then Yay! Awkward high five.
Yeah, I just caught the big fish, a $1 million sale. Meanwhile, at the 1 hour photo, Natalie is at a big modeling gig.
Because if you're going to get a gig with Victoria's Secrets, obviously the shots you're going to send in are from the fucking 1 hour photo.
Right.
That has bars on the fucking windows because it's in such a great part of town.
Yep.
Right? Oh, and the lighting in there is fucking fantastic. Hey, are we shooting a movie and or taking pictures? All right, act like you're on your Sports Illustrated fucking flip phone. There you go. Yeah, very good. All right, now it's going to be like weirdly Japanese, even though the music in the background's not going to equate to it at all. Oh, hey, here, look, here's a stock shot of some fucking
Office building
that he doesn't work at because he pulled into a completely different fucking building.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh no, that's right. That's this fucking.
Yeah, it's the dream models where she gets the call that she made the Victoria's Secret gig.
Again, this is what you do. You pan from the top down because that's what you wanted to do. Like, all right, he never misses an opportunity in this movie to make the shot longer than it needs to be.
Yes.
He doesn't miss it. Fucking brilliant.
Well, I've got this footage. What am I not going to use it?
I've got fucking 15 seconds of this. We're going to watch 14.68 seconds of it.
Yeah. And oh god, like just this phone call where she gets the call about the Victoria's Secret job.
There are pornos that are fucking have better direction and dialogue than this fucking tripe.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we're 10 minutes in, folks. We're 10 minutes in. We have not even mentioned a bird.
Right.
We
won't for quite a while.
Yeah, there's no.
So this is the point. While they're continuing to have this fucking model phone call, this is the point where Kristen took my my notes page from me and just wrote that up in the corner.
Help!
So you see my page of notes, and Kristen stole it and wrote a message for somebody to try to rescue her.
Here, kick me the fucking ice over here. God, I have a fucking headache.
So then we go into, like, he pulls out her card. He pulls out Natalie's card and gives her a call.
Yeah. Just pulled off the $1 million deal.
Yeah. So
look at that iPhone that he has. They could have filmed this entire movie better on that iPhone in his hand.
And that's like what, an iPhone 3?
A 3G.
Probably.
Yes.
Oh yeah. 3G. My mistake. And yeah, now they have this fucking awkward as shit dialogue exchange, which Luna Girl brought up in the chat. They never actually said what Vietnamese restaurant they were going to go to. There was no like, hey, what time, what location, nothing. She's just like, oh, that sounds delicious. And that's the end of the phone conversation.
Yep. No, not where. Apparently, in San Jose, there's one Thai place.
Well, but we said Vietnamese.
Right, but it's Thai.
Right. Because when they actually meet, they walk into a Thai restaurant.
A Thai/Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
And what you're not getting, and this is kind of playing in the background, the sound, it's not like a continuous, like,
no.
You're watching these awkward cutscenes, this awkward dialogue, and you can't have a consistent fucking volume through the whole thing.
Nope.
It's like, oh, here's this background. Oh, here we decided to fucking pull the mic from the trunk for this particular sequence.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, look at you.
And again, long, awkward
great,
shot.
Great. Let's play basketball. Ready? Okay, there's that shot right there, right? Well, now okay. All right, they're playing basketball. Oh, hey, look, yep, still playing basketball. Mm-hmm. Cool. Still playing basketball. Oh, yep.
Well, some
that was the worst fucking shot ever.
But I mean, we get some more important story dialogue in this because
it's so hot.
It's so hot, and it's November, right? They mentioned it was November, and then there's like a heat wave in the winter. So
what fucking wankers? Like, look at this. Like, hey, we're outside, we're exercising. Look how cool we are. I'm wearing a polo shirt and a fucking pair of basketball shorts. Like, woo!
Well, that was the fashion in 2009.
What was it now?
Yeah.
I swear to God, those Jordans that he's wearing are probably worth more than the movie.
Yeah. Well, this is also where they talk about the girl that he's seen.
Yeah.
And his friend says something about a day without sex is like a day without living or breathing or something like that.
Just
because this guy looks like he's getting tail all the time, obviously.
So far, right? This guy, best actor in this movie. Every new person that we meet is like, now this is the best actor in this movie. Like I found myself going when I could watch it, because I'd watch it for about 5 minutes, stop it, calm down because it was making me so mad to watch.
Oh, we get another news report, this time
Right.
about wildfires.
Right. Wildfires. Everything's on fire. Back to you, Bob.
So again, message.
Right. There. Again, the reporter's in a different outfit, but we still only see the fucking, the top part of her.
Yeah.
Right. I talk like humans talk. Yeah, everything's on fire. Yes. I'm watching this with concern.
Isaac asked in the chat if he should watch this. Yes, Isaac. You 100% need to watch this. This is a life-changing experience.
And you know what? Lunar Girl watched it on the riff track. Awkward smiling. Still, okay. Anyway,
The riff tracks?
she watched it on the riff tracks. I did not.
Okay, so we're going to pause right here because this is the greatest scene in the history of cinema that's coming up.
Okay.
So finish your thought, and then we're going to talk about this.
I'm glad that I didn't watch this on the riff tracks because I wouldn't want to have humor added to this.
Yeah.
I needed to take this. I needed to take the full brunt of this.
Yeah.
I needed to get stabbed directly in the fucking right in my kidneys. Oh yeah, I made an appointment for a fucking solar guy.
So Rod is at home.
You need to put this up on.
Well,
the screen.
I'm going to. I'm just trying to get to the right part.
Because I want to know, this dude lives by himself. What's with the fucking fruit basket?
Well, clearly he is not all right in the head. Clearly he has had some sort of brain damage in his life or something to deliver dialogue the way that he delivers it.
Yeah, but
and to walk the way that he walks.
Oddity, like if this guy is a bachelor, an eligible bachelor, right?
Mm-hmm.
He lives in
software salesman.
Maybe he keeps his mother's body in the fucking basement.
And don't forget, he's a software salesman who makes $1 million sales after giving a 50% discount.
Right.
So
we'll get there. we'll understand that more in a fucking half hour.
Right. So the solar panel salesman shows up to his house, and there's this one exchange between the two of them that is quite possibly the greatest scene in all of movie history. So we're going to get to it. So right now they're talking about the deals and the price.
Yes.
So we asked him, where are you going to put the solar panel? Come outside and I'll show you.
Right. All right. Exterior.
And they're walking outside. Walking outside.
Fucking nice pants, by the way. It's way to go, keeping it right at the fucking hemisphere right there. Right there. Right there. So not the roof. Not on the roof per se. Because that's apparently in California, that's where you put a fucking solar panel. A $20,000 solar panel, by the way.
This whole exchange. Like, where the fuck does anybody put a solar panel?
On the roof!
So when he asks him that, he's like, come outside and I'll show you. They walk outside. They spend this 2 minutes watching, like, the camera on them walking outside, coming up in front of the garage, turning around, and he points to the fucking roof. Yep. Right there.
Not even like a roof that would be reasonable to put a fucking solar panel on. It's the overhang to the fucking. There's not enough room for solar panels right there.
And it's the lower level, like, because it's like a 2-level house. So this is the lower level that's covering the garage.
Fucking balls. Let's just leave the window fucking open, all right? Because obviously he's not worried about his AC bill. He's contributing to the fucking global warming right now.
Well, maybe he doesn't run his AC and he just keeps the windows open.
Then why is he wearing a long sleeve shirt?
It's November, duh.
It's unseasonably warm, Jason, because of global warming. I did pick up on that at least.
Oh, did you? Okay,
I did.
Good. I wasn't sure. But when I saw this scene, and he asked him, they're sitting in the house, he asked him, where are you going to put the solar panel? I'm like, oh my God, they're going to walk outside, and he's going to point to the roof. And they walked outside, and he pointed to the roof.
Yep.
Right there.
That's what I put the solar panel.
Like, oh my God.
Like, okay.
What am I watching?
Like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and let's do this again. I want you to go all the way into the kitchen, sit down, have that same exchange. I'm gonna run outside, set up the camera, and then we're gonna do that again because I really couldn't hear what you were saying. Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's fine. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, Again,
$20,000, huh? Can we come down on the price?
right?
He's a salesperson.
Right.
He's his powers of negotiation.
Right,
now.
which he knocks $1,000 off.
Right. What kind of car is underneath that cover? Nice awkward handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we shake hands by our faces. Aliens made this movie. Legitimately,
Maybe.
it was Aliens. They took fucking. They took this like fucking weird footage and made it like, you know, thousands of light years. Suddenly they got it, like, oh, this is how humans make movies, when it was clearly distorted.
Right. Yeah. We are making human movie.
Right.
So yeah,
Awkward hug.
authentic Thai cuisine,
Right.
not Vietnamese.
Not Vietnamese. And interior shot of what exactly? Oh, rice patties. Great.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
That's how you know it's authentic.
Right.
When they paint the rice patties on the fucking wall of the restaurant.
Yeah.
And the worst part is this is probably a legitimate restaurant. They probably went to somebody and said, hey, we're going to shoot a movie. We want to do an interior shot for a dining sequence. So like, okay, what are you going to need? Like, 4 or 5 minutes? Like, oh, no, I'm going to need about an hour's worth of footage of the interior before we even get to a line of dialogue.
Oh, well, I'd love to know the pitch for the pub that they went to later on, where it's like, okay, we need this for an interior shot.
Right.
And then we're just going to have a guy just come into the middle of the restaurant and just start singing, and they're just going to start dancing in the aisleways.
Just dancing. I like how you just did that. Like doing the robot. Like,
yeah, but we are getting it.
No. That's fucking 25 minutes from now.
So this
Whose
scene,
birthday party is it in the background? Look at the balloon floating.
oh, we don't know. That's never explained. But this is the awkward scene where they get
They're
to know
all
each
awkward
other.
Scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Every fucking one of them.
So just assume that every scene is awkward. Where she asks him, like, what does he do? Or what is he like when he's not making $1 million sales? And what did he say? He's like, well, I like football. I like the 49ers.
Right.
And part-time, I also like the Eagles.
There was at one point where I'm like, Jason must have heard them say this part of this dialogue. And this is why I'm fucking sitting through this right now.
But, I mean, how fitting is that? That he likes the 49ers, but he also likes the Eagles.
Dripping with irony. The fact is, that moment was more dramatic than anything in this entirety of this fucking movie.
Yeah. Do you think the Eagles was a message? You know, because they get attacked by eagles later? Spoiler alert.
Well, they say they're eagles, but they're also vultures.
Yeah.
Making seagull noises.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But we digress.
Very loud seagull noises.
Like, again, now she's coming back to me on the radar as having the most acting talent out of so far.
Yeah.
What we've seen. Actually, no, that guy just walked in the background with the kid. Best actor in this fucking thing.
Right. But no matter what, the guy who plays Rod, terrible actor.
Well, and look, hey, I'm gonna frame a shot where, like, okay, the lighting, that's decent. Like, okay, that's a good shot, right? We're pointing to stuff that the people on YouTube can't see.
Yeah. Well, this is still their first date.
Yeah,
because
they're
10
still,
minutes in, it's still just them
they
sitting at
haven't
a
put a
table
single
talking.
piece of food in their fucking mouths. They're just like, oh, let's just let this shit get cold. She's gonna play with her fucking food, and we're gonna see this front-on shot with the door in the background, and him just being completely fucking blown out by the fucking light.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I got a Cameron Diaz kind of look to me, but she's made the most of this. By the way,
Yes.
like
you can tell she's at least trying.
Yeah.
Where the guy who plays Rod, like, I swear to God, he's either a guy that this fucking James Nguyen owed a favor to, or he just found him on the street, like, homeless. Like, hey, I see you're homeless on the street. Do you want to make $20?
Look at him be so grabby too with the fucking like. Oh, look,
where she steals his fucking wallet?
No, it's the fucking cat. Like, she's like being coy about the fucking cat.
Oh, yeah, because I've got a man at home or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, who? Fucking give me that. Who?
Yeah. Fucking, this is way, honestly, watching it without the sound right now, it's not nearly as bad. Because the sound editing, like, oh, okay. We got some more exterior stuff.
Oh, the first shot of birds.
Right. Hey, look, birds flying weirdly. Okay. Like, we're just going to.
I think that was my Windows background in 2007. Was like birds just.
They're parrots? What the fuck are those?
Yeah. So as we learned from that that documentary, he just used like
5, 4. Okay, now he
just used like these animated sprites for fucking birds, and he would just copy and paste them in whenever he needed a bird in the scene.
Yep. Oh, let's pan. Oh, God, a little shaky on the pan there. A little shaky. I don't know if you could tell.
Yeah. And now, we're going to.
I bet you he went to the Larry David School of fucking filmmaking.
Oh, maybe.
Like, oh my God.
It's like a dance club, like going on in the background, right? You can tell it's green screen.
Yeah.
But the background's like, you got flashing lights, but they're slow dancing.
They're slow dancing,
like the slowest slow dancing.
Like they're
possible.
at the fucking 8th grade dance. They're dancing. And now he's like, all right, I put in the work. I've got the Mustang. I'm gonna go ahead and take her some weird fucking alleyway.
Yeah, which is apparently where
like,
she lives.
Oh no, let's turn in without a fucking turn signal again. Do you think fucking old boy's like, oh, okay, you're gonna get to the second left. Like, how many lefts was that? Oh shit, there's a second. All right, now we're gonna have.
They're walking. No dialogue, by the way.
None.
We haven't had dialogue in, I don't know, 5 minutes. They're just awkwardly smiling at each other, walking.
Florist, walk by the florist. I'm gonna continue to.
Yeah, she's like, oh,
and she's got to be thinking, all these sequences, that's going to be cut down probably to a couple minutes.
Yeah,
no, we're going to put every fucking second of it in here.
And then he's like, what, I can't come in? And she's like, I'm not that kind of girl. Whereas during the basketball game, when his friend is like, oh, a day without sex is a day without living, he's like, well, I don't really think about women that way, Where on the first date, he's still trying to get it in.
Stare at the thing. Okay, now.
Oh, her mom. Oh my God. Where to even start with her fucking mom?
Okay, she's about to come on screen, and no, not literally, but look, so far she's the best actress.
Yeah.
She's the best one.
Yep.
The Oscar goes to Natalie's mom.
Yeah.
Like,
clearly Natalie was adopted. Based on what I've seen in the scene.
Well, I mean, she's got some years on her, right? Natalie's mom has been there. Oh, look, I don't know who they're talking to.
Yeah.
Am I getting paid for this? Oh. Like, this old woman's kitchen is basically the same one that Rod has in his house.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, a lot of houses in California look like that on the inside. Like, a house I lived in looked exactly like that on the inside.
Look at her table. Like, all right, here's a basket of fruit. Completely acceptable for a fucking woman in her late 60s to have a fucking a display of fruit like that. Meanwhile, Rod has a fucking watermelon cutout fucking fruit basket on his table with some other random shit. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's what we do in California.
Really?
That?
That's a California thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I spent a few years of my life living in California. I never picked up that fucking that nuance.
Legitimately, the house that I lived in high school looked exactly like this. The kitchen and the dining room looked damn near identical to that.
That's really funny.
Growing up. So,
like, you should really get your real estate license.
Yeah. Her mom really pushing the fucking real estate.
I got a gig with Victoria's Secrets. You go, girl.
Which, the funny thing about this whole thing and the real estate specifically is this was filmed in 2008 and 2009. Real estate was not
a good place
like
to be.
a place to be at that point.
As somebody who bought their house right as the fucking market, right before the market fucking tanked, I can tell you that yes, real estate. Well, maybe in California.
Oh, the awkward thumbs up.
Thumbs up. And 5. And we're done.
Oh God.
ImaginePeace.com.
Message.
And again, I'm thinking, is this child pornography now? Have we divested ourselves into kiddie porn?
I was wondering when we first saw this fucking scene. When you see that it's the friend, the horn dog friend, you're like, wait a minute, is that like somebody underage? Like, we already know he's kind of a creeper, so.
Right. ImaginePeace.com. Has anybody gone to ImaginePeace.com? Like, has anybody looked at it? That's still a thing.
I mean, we can do that live.
Yeah, let's do it live. I want to see what ImaginePeace.com looks like.
ImaginePeace.com. Error. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it didn't like it initially. This is probably like some like crazy malware ridden fucking website. Imagine Peace. Okay, a lot of John Lennon, Yoko Ono, fucking memorabilia, DVDs.
He's wearing the basketball shorts from earlier, by the way.
Personalized license plates. Yeah. So
all he did was take off the fucking polo.
yeah.
Hey, I wonder if her feet are fucking clean.
Oh my god. I wonder if it's gonna show their feet. Oh god.
I hope that they're together in real life because he's like, this is like beyond movie handsy. This is like, oh okay, like okay, we want you to like touch each other's.
Oh.
Anyway, all right. Before we get to this, I swear to God, we're at this sequence right now where
This is
where Dave stopped watching for a good hour.
and this is 29 minutes into the movie.
Yes.
No birds except for the parakeets
Parrot
hanging out by the tree.
This sequence that we're getting right into, this is the boardroom sequence,
Yes.
right? And I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, everything seems reasonable all the way up until the point where we start the celebrations.
Yeah.
The individual celebrations.
Yeah.
And here's this camera angle. Okay, stop clapping. I'm going to move the camera, start clapping, like, and make it individual. Like, so it's, no, we're not going to show everyone clapping and kind of merge it all together into one thing. No. I have all this film. I'm going to use it. Start clapping. Stop clapping. All right. Move the camera. You start clapping. You stop clapping.
I think this deserves everybody to see and hear.
You need to hear
so
this.
we're gonna do this because, again, unfathomable.
It is without fathom.
This fucking scene. So we're just gonna play it. The head of this company walks into the room.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have some great news.
I thought this was a real actor, by the way.
Agreed to the acquisition of MCT Software by Oracle Corporation for $1 billion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Celebration.
Billion.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
clapping just got louder, awkwardly
All right,
louder,
All right.
and then dies down.
Oh, no, there we go.
Then it elevates again.
Wait.
You guys have worked hard. We've all earned your stock options. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, best actor so far. Oh, there we go. Let's get the wide shot. Let's get this. Yeah, oh no, I'm gonna dry hump you in the fucking thing. It's not weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
the clapping stopped, and then it starts up again.
All right. Oh, and there it goes again. Wow. Oh yeah, we're still clapping. Yes, we're still clapping. Yes. Oh yeah, so I guess the meeting's adjourned. I thought he was a legitimate actor from something. Like, I'm looking at this going like, I recognize that dude, but I went digging through IMDb. Each one of those little cut sequences that we just sat through, I was legitimately very upset.
Yeah.
I just could not.
Well, it's like because like it shows the like 2 or 3 people sitting next to each other clapping, and then it dies down. Then it goes to the next one. It's back. You couldn't have just recorded. You couldn't have just told the fucking crowd, all right, I want everybody to clap really loud for about 5 minutes. Right. I'm going to record that. I'm going to play that in the background as opposed to fade out. Fade back out with the clapping. Hey!
Hey!
Yeah. But again, you would need some level of audio know-how, like maybe like a free software known as Audacity.
Or maybe some, like, go to Barnes & Noble and you go and say, hey, so how to make movies for dummies. You go and you pull that and you start learning things like, blocking and like how to actually like do things like that. Instead, you just believe in your heart of hearts that you are a fucking multi-million-dollar fucking movie maker, and this is the product.
Bro, telling you.
This is the fucking product.
I'm telling you, we could make this movie.
I know we
shot
can.
for shot, dialogue for dialogue, and make it 100 times better.
If we did the shot for shot, I would stab somebody.
With 100% free software and everything available to us.
Okay, yes, I agree 100%, but this is 10 years ago.
Whatever.
There wasn't as much shit. But you could do this with iMovie back in those
you could
days.
still do this shit.
You absolutely could.
The technology existed. This guy was just...
You could do it on the Mac we used to use to fucking do this podcast. It's about that's a 2010, 2009, right?
Yeah. So I think we need to take another quick break before we finish with this movie.
We're not even halfway.
We haven't even gotten to the
We haven't
birds
gotten to a
yet.
single fucking bird yet. Well, a bird of relevance.
Right.
So,
But
yes.
I do need to take a quick break.
All right.
And be right back after this word from our sponsors.
Thinking of this movie made me flick a dead mosquito at my husband. I can't begin to describe how like angry, like it's an unnatural reaction. I know, and I knew it was, which is why I had to like stop it and then, you know, kind of go away from it. You know, I had some of this going during the Penn State game, so like in the commercial breaks I had this kind of going, and then I'd stop it, and then I'd get myself so fucking aggravated at the shit that I learned in fucking theater arts class in fucking high school. Shit. The shit from being in plays when I was in fucking 5th grade would have brought more fucking movie knowledge into this movie than I can't even. This should not be allowed to be called a movie. This should be. I don't know. There should be like movies, and then there should be like pornography, then there should be like IKEA how-to videos, and then should be shit like this, like somewhere way underneath there, way underneath there.
Woo! Do you need to go?
Yeah.
All right. I think I'll drink some water for a little bit before I have my last beer. I've got one beer left. I gotta make it last. Let's get caught up on the chat, shall we? Ooh, a lot of chat. Talking about this movie makes me want to punch my husband. Is not hot. She doesn't bathe. We're gonna get to the feet. Don't worry. We haven't watched The Room, so I don't know. Maybe that's. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to convince Dave to watch another bad movie. I fucking loved this whole experience, the whole bad movie thing. Dave apparently does not appreciate a good bad movie.
This is not a good bad movie. This is not a good bad movie. Gentlemen Broncos is a good bad movie. This is the kind of let's fucking roll.
All right.
Hang on.
Roll this because it's the end of the boardroom scene. All right, give me a countdown. And we're back
I swear to
again.
God, that guy's been in like a legitimate movie.
The boss from the boardroom.
Yeah.
That sold the company, by the way, for $1 billion. Exactly $1 billion.
Why
Just
even-
like earlier, he made a $1 million sale.
Why even mention Oracle? Do you think that Dan Nugent or Ted Nugent or whatever
James Nguyen?
Yeah, that guy. Do you think that he worked for Oracle? That's
Well,
why
he
it's
was a
stuff-
software engineer and a software salesman. That's what he did. So obviously he saw himself as Rod in this. Oh, this was a great scene too, where after the buyout.
Oh, My Pillow? Is that what it is? The My Pillow guy? Oh, fuck me! I gotta know.
But anyway, after the boardroom scene, him and his buddy again are talking about Natalie and like what they're doing, and he's talking about like, Natalie's not into materialistic things, and his horn dog friend's like, you got to get a Ferrari, man. Chicks dig the Ferrari, that's the only way you're gonna
And
get
for
into their
somehow-
pants.
Somehow he has a fucking remote control Ferrari.
Right, and then he talks about like, oh, I have a plug-in hybrid. Oh, this scene. So they decided to go on the double date, right?
Probably the most normal thing out of all this.
Rod and Natalie, and then his horn dog friend and her Asian friend, which they just all happen to know each other, which, sure.
Sure.
They
By what? At least they mentioned that it's a weird coincidence.
right. So they go to a double date, and what movie did they pick to go see together? An Inconvenient Truth, the Al Gore documentary about global warming.
Oh, I thought it was about making the internet.
No.
I'm
It was
thinking of something
it was the
else.
other thing that he was responsible for,
I'm thinking of something else.
and that was the global warming. And his buddy's like, "Man, I'm getting myself an environmentally friendly car after seeing this."
Right. It's like, oh, I gotta go to work. I don't think she's Asian.
You don't?
I think she's
She has to be.
no. I don't think she's Asian. I think she's either Native American or Mexican.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right.
After
Anyway.
you said Asian, I'm like, I don't think she's Asian.
Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, they go and see An Inconvenient Truth, and his buddy's like, "I'm getting myself an."
Is that the Brady Bunch house?
Could be.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, because already the next day he's now created his own green tech company,
Right.
with his stock options from the $1 billion sale,
Right.
and which is Mass Solar, which is apparently some new technology.
Mass solar. Carriage return. Panel. Carriage return. Like, I can hear him making this fucking PowerPoint.
Yeah. And basically, he figured out a way to better harness solar energy far more efficiently than
Right.
current solar technology.
Right. Which he mentions
Yeah.
several times.
Yeah.
People are... This is the most animated we see him throughout the entire movie.
Pretty much.
Like,
Yeah.
He is a PowerPoint warrior.
Yeah.
I think we just need to appreciate the that fact.
And maybe that's where this actor, I say in quotes, came from. Maybe he was just a coworker of James Nguyen as they were selling software or writing code.
You know what that motherfucker was selling before this? Baskin Robbins ice cream. Like,
And again, how did he get into this role, this leading role in this allegedly legitimate movie?
you know what? He's too good for this movie.
Rod?
Yeah,
The actor that
He's
plays
too good
Rod?
like the idea that he went to find people to play these roles. Like, I almost would have rather had Rod, like, in these scenes, put Rod in a mustache and be the fucking other guy.
The boss?
The boss. With the same fucking monotone. Like, see there, look, that could be Rod with a mustache.
Right.
Right? That broad, put Rod in a wig. Like, have Rod at every one of these fucking parts. Oh, let's make sure the camera is cocked in an angle, too.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, more driving! More driving.
In his
'Cause,
blue Mustang that
like,
he's had the whole movie.
If you enjoyed Mustangs at any point in your life, you are going to hate them after seeing this fucking movie.
Oh, the Pumpkin Festival.
Oh, I forgot about this.
This is
Yes.
where we watch them walk through a pumpkin festival
Yes.
in real time
Yes.
for 7 minutes.
Yes, here we go.
No
Ready?
dialogue.
Start the clock.
No dialogue whatsoever. Just Rod and Natalie
Yep.
walking through the pumpkin festival for like 7 minutes.
Why walk like a robot?
Yes.
Totally makes sense because he dances like a robot too. Quite
No. She's the one who was doing the robot.
No, they both were.
Oh,
He was
okay.
attempting. We'll get there.
But again, they're just
Sean's Celtic Creations. I mean, there you go. Oh, hey, look! I'm gonna point at this. Like, I'm gonna laugh.
yeah. And again, this is going on
There was
forever.
probably dialogue there that would have made sense. Chose not to fucking play it.
Yeah.
Just like, we're just gonna fucking put this music over top of it. And by the way, like, we keep talking about the same nah. Almost all the music that's in this is some derivation of that
Yes.
same tune, except for when they are at the fucking the Polynesian Club or wherever the fuck that place was.
Oh, because that's got a song with dialogue.
It does. Written and performed by that person.
Yeah.
Oh, look at how cute that is.
The sun and the moon kissing and
Oh, look. Oh, look. We've known each other for 24 hours. Oh, what is he doing to that pumpkin?
So I actually thought that was kind of neat looking. The giant pumpkins that the sculptor is like making like crazy faces and shit in.
I think that's Rod. I think
Right.
that's Rod. Go back. Look, he's wearing the same fucking shirt. He's wearing the same shirt. Hey, Rod, put a cowboy hat on.
And again, no
After the Bang,
dialogue.
2008. Like, the people in this background, do you think they realize they're in this movie?
Well, they had to have seen the camera rolling.
Do they though? I mean, he could have very well been standing there with a fucking
Maybe.
tiny.
And again, we're still at the Pumpkin Festival.
Yep. Oh,
No
look,
dialogue.
Look how cute she's pulling the tractor with her tractor.
No progression of the story at all. It's just them on a long date at the Pumpkin Festival. And then
now they're driving.
we're driving.
Yes. What, 36, 50, 37 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're driving, we're turning into the same parking
No
lot.
turn signal.
Look, should we reuse the shot we had before? No. That's we need to film that completely different because there was a Prius coming in afterwards, and obviously we showed the Prius because
Yeah.
global
So
warming.
now the previous 7 minutes where they were at the Pumpkin Festival, no dialogue.
No.
Now they're on the beach and
Look, real birds.
yes, but they're on the beach and they attempt to have real dialogue, and you can't hear them. You can't hear them over the sound of the fucking gushing wind over the microphones. It's like, what did he say? Yeah.
I'm gonna point at this. Oh, let's get that from the front.
Like, this could be some real poignant dialogue.
Like, I'm trying to keep the hair out of my face because we're actually trying to film a movie here. Nope, fuck it. Just I'm gonna keep talking and touching my face. Oh, look at how happy I am.
But again, you don't know that she's saying that because you can't fucking hear her.
Yes. It's a great wind effect that's happening. And there's like I mean, at this point, there's technology in this day and age that you can rent a boom mic and fucking at least tried. You know, at least tried to fucking
Or buy a fucking microphone, go back into your house with your Dell XPS computer, and just have somebody record dialogue using free audio software and just put that over the fucking
I'm
movie.
beside myself.
Yeah.
What is fucking what is old boy's name? Is it Dylan? What the horny jerk off? Look.
Oh, his friend? I have no idea.
Oh, there's real birds, and then
Well,
hey,
you
hey,
say
don't,
real.
don't touch that. It's fucking dead.
It's contaminated, yeah.
Oh, and then I'm gonna touch it and then put my hand immediately in my mouth like she's a fucking 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Hey, don't touch that. No, don't put that in your mouth. Oh,
Yeah.
oh no, we're going to mom's. Like
Yeah.
we're going to mom's. Is it the
Because, yeah, they're going to Natalie's mom's house.
same? Right.
Because this matters in the overall story for
No.
some fucking reason.
Hi, this is my sim, Rod.
Yeah.
I am wearing
The same polo shirt I've been wearing through this whole fucking movie. And her mom, who is retired, is still wearing like a pantsuit.
because that's comfortable.
Yeah. Like she's talking about how great it is to be retired and everything.
I like being retired. Like, oh, let's move the camera around.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As her and Rod are just having an awkward exchange,
Right.
talking about his green tech company and his software sales. Oh, God. And again, now we're at the 40-minute mark.
We saw one dead bird.
We saw a dead bird on the beach.
Yep. Birdemic.
Like, what this should have been, honestly, this would have been like Natalie touching the fucking dead bird with her hand, putting her hand in her fucking mouth,
And then make it a zombie movie.
Yes,
Go zombies
exactly.
from this point forward. Fucking brilliant. I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
yeah.
Let's fucking do it. Oh no, wait. Well, no, we gotta go to mom's.
Yeah.
We gotta go to mom. She's wearing a giant blue fucking outfit. Harold the tent maker put together.
And this
weird.
whole scene has nothing to do with anything.
Nope.
Nothing.
Oh, it's but he's getting to know the family. Like, remember, this is a love story, Jason, about the environment, and
Again-
also a horror movie.
Why? Why do you have to have all these scenes with her fucking mother?
Oh, here we're
Oh,
at
here
the
we
pub.
go. Now
Here-
we're at the pub. Which
This
is good.
motherfucker is a serial killer. Look at him. Like, welcome to my pub. I'm going to eat you later. Oh,
And then he waits there and he's like, anything else? And he's still there. All right, and he leaves. And then
like
more awkward dialogue.
We're going to have an awkward dancing sequence here in 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah.
That dialogue was actually more coordinated than
Yeah.
like what am I doing? I'm gonna have an angry face now because, and again, for the benefit of the fucking YouTube audience that is not watching this real time like we are.
Yeah.
It just sounds like mindless fucking.
But I am
babble.
gonna put this up on the screen because
we have to see it.
We're about to get to some fantastic
Yes.
filmmaking.
Yes.
After this, more dialogue exchange between the two of them. Again, they're in an Irish pub.
Hey, smile. No, don't smile. Stop smiling. Don't drink your beers either. We're not allowed to drink on camera because reasons.
Right. Probably something to do with global
Oh,
warming.
let's pan back. Oh, pan right into a fucking awkward shot.
And again, this scene has been going on for like 3 minutes where they're just talking after a 5-minute.
No.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, a black man just appears at the end of the fucking
Hey,
restaurant.
That is singer-songwriter. Hang on, I have his name here. Singer-songwriter Damian Carter.
Oh, okay. And just here's a sample.
And is he an actual?
Have ourselves a party.
Is he a real black man? I mean, honestly, I hate to say that, but like it when I first saw it, I'm like, who did they put in blackface for this? Because that is uncalled for. Like you could have got somebody off the street, honestly.
But again, they're just
put this poor guy
in the middle of the restaurant.
having a party.
They're the only two people in the restaurant.
Oh, she enjoys clubbing.
This guy is standing on a
Look,
table,
look.
singing,
Look,
and then they're
Look at him
dancing
dancing
in the
This
middle
is-
of the aisles.
This guy is every white guy at every wedding ever.
Oh, right,
like
yeah.
dancing, like having a
Well,
party.
the best is when Natalie tries to do the robot later.
Here it comes because it's obviously appropriate for this music.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Having a party, Elvis Presley in the background.
And it's
Having a
still
party. Like still singing like
this is like 90 seconds
still
just on the
going,
singer.
Still going. Having a party.
There we go.
Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. She's getting into it.
She's grinding. Oh, now we're getting into the.
Look, all right, watch him. Ready here. Oh, he does it. I know he does it.
Oh God.
Having a party. It's a booty. The white girl. Gonna get down. Oh no, don't do that.
Oh, and now she's like, oh, there we go. There's the robot. The
Here,
awkward,
see, there he is.
terrible robot. The one time he needs to actually act like a robot, he can't do it.
Oh, we're back to
Now we're slow dancing, and now all of a sudden there's another couple. They were the only people in the restaurant
because
for that whole sequence.
I mean, if those people were getting up in the middle of the place dancing like that,
Yeah.
would you go near them too? Like, honey, they're on crack. We need to go ahead. And we need to go over here now. Like,
And
now
we get a shot of Natalie in a fucking bikini,
it's
underwear.
It's just bra and panties. Look at this fucking like. All right.
Like he looks, like he physically looks up and down.
Here's the blocking for this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. You're gonna see her, and you're going to look her up and down, and you're gonna make a comment that says, "You look good in those."
Yeah, and then we get the weird pecking, kissing scene.
All right, how do
Where they're just like snapping at each other.
Okay. Oh my God, we're coming to the part where the feet.
Okay. And before I even knew about the feet, my comment to Kristen during this scene was, I have never been so turned off in my life by a sex scene in a movie.
Like, look at the fucking
The
the hotel room that they're in right now.
Oh, it's like that's
with
like
this
a
fucking comforter.
That's like a $16 a night motel.
I thought for a
first of all.
second it was like fucking. Oh my God, that's a. Oh, she's
And
losing
then
her
it pans
bra strap.
down to her feet.
Oh
my God.
Feet.
Look at how dirty and black.
Oh my God! Oh no! God, no!
Oh.
It's so fucking bad. And then like let's all right, fade to black and cut in. Like obviously they were getting down, right? Like doing the nasty, right? She's in her underwear. He was in fully clothed. So after this 45 to 60 seconds of background shots, Oh, more background shots. Oh, I'm sorry, but about 90 seconds of background shots. Oh, fuck. I forgot this 5 seconds of fucking background shot. And finally, we'll get to the fucking hotel. No, not yet. We still got to see other fucking bullshit. Like this random road. What's happening on this road? I don't know. Horses? Why not? Fucking Dude Ranch. Horses. And then here's this place from the fucking place from Dusk Till Dawn, I guess. And then more background. Like it's the festival, right? There's
So apparently, I'm getting a whole slew of messages. Apparently, we lost our YouTube stream. I guess they've already hit us with a copyright issue.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's if you look at the chat. Yeah, apparently we were doing too much. So.
Jeez. But how does the riff track thing stay on there?
I have no idea. But anyway, so.
All right, hang on. For how long?
Oh, Kristen's here. Yes.
You guys aren't.
No, we're still on.
Yeah, we're still recording.
Well, take it off the illegal YouTube stuff off the thing.
All right, I'll remove it from the
Yeah.
stream.
See if it helps.
Yeah.
What does that say?
Stream unavailable.
Okay.
Suspended for policy violation.
Ah, Jesus Christ. All right.
Of all the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Was that Dave screaming, or was that the neighbors? I
No,
thought I heard noises through the
That
wall.
was me screaming.
Yeah, it was probably Dave.
I
That
heard
was,
that.
that was me screaming. Do we have to make a new stream?
We may not be able to stream at all. Oh, we're back. All right. Anyway, so apparently we got in trouble for showing the fucking movie footage. So we're just going to comment from here on out.
Yeah, but whatever. Like, so we're at a point in the movie where they're staring at a window that has an eagle outside of it. Like,
Yeah.
and not real eagle.
Well, okay. So, but to set
Here
that
we
up,
go. This is.
well, hold on. To set this all up, right? We have the fucking the Rod Natalie sex scene, right? They
But he never took his clothes off.
well, neither did she apparently.
Well, I mean, at least at least she's in her fucking undies. And
So-
the fact that they touched this fucking mattress at all.
It's disgusting.
In
Because
this no-tell motel, there's more fucking sperm on that mattress than she'll ever see in her entire life. Look, they knocked the fucking. They're like just.
and you can even
part
see
of-
the light, like the unnatural light
Yeah.
shining on his left shoulder in that scene.
$10,000, probably $1,000 went to the fucking damage they did in this hotel room.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a nice shot of her ass, right?
Yeah. So
Like,
again,
back up slowly.
for
back up.
for the people who are just rejoining us in the YouTube, I guess we got in trouble because we were showing too much of the fucking movie. So we're not going to show any more from the movie. So we're just going to kind of comment
Fucking
as we
ridiculous.
go. But
Again, people can put whole fucking movies on the thing.
oh yeah, no, it's fucking stupid. The whole YouTube
Anyway,
algorithm. So anyway, they were fucking the night before, right?
Right.
In the fucking nasty $16 a night motel. We get the pan down shot of her fucking feet
but
with the fucking blackness of her, the bottoms of her feet, which apparently she was just dancing in the Irish pub with no shoes on. That's the only thing that makes sense.
and then she walked all the way to the fucking hotel.
Yeah, with
out
no
on the
shoes on.
blacktop with no shoes on.
and didn't shower when they got back. So again, as they're running from the birds, they after the sex scene, they do this panning shot of the fucking town, like 5 minutes of just the calmness
Right.
of the fucking town, and then all of a sudden you see the birds start coming.
Yes.
And you immediately get the dive bombing noises. The
Yeah.
boom.
How? It's how. Okay. All right. Pause it real quick. 'Cause,
Okay.
I want to talk about this part too.
Yeah, we got a
Like,
lot to talk about.
Natalie can't hold her shit together in this particular part of the sequence. So, how do you, as a writer, director, editor, whatever, how do you get to a point where it's like, you know what, we're gonna have these birds, right? And we need to make sure that these birds make the most natural sound possible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dub over a seagull cackle, right? And we're just going to keep playing that at a louder and louder volume.
Yes.
And then also to indicate that the birds are flying, even though they're clearly not.
Right.
They're flapping their wings, staying stationary, so there must be a 40-knot fucking wind.
Right.
So, but then to indicate that they're flying, we're going to have to make the dive bomb noises. And then,
boom.
like,
Because they're suicide birds. Some of them.
obviously, with explosives.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
eagles have explosives.
Well, I think what we're led to believe is that because of global warming, their blood is now somehow toxic and explosive, and because when they die, when they get blown up, and their blood like rains down on people, it's like an acid. This is like it burns.
Well, I think.
And when they dive bomb, it causes a massive explosion.
Well, why don't they explode when they get shot? Why, when we get to this point, we're at a point right now in the background when they fucking Rod and Natalie they start banging on doors, or no, they walk past two doors, bang on this door in particular.
Right. And again,
because
and
this
emphasize
is the other
on
room that they could get.
Emphasize the walk, because they're not really showing too much of a sense of urgency at this point.
It's like, we're walking. Knock on this door. These two idiots that apparently have been doing the same shit. This is probably the couple that was dancing next to them at the
Right.
fucking Irish pub.
Yeah.
They're having a party. Right? They've been fucking in this cheap ass hotel.
Yep.
And now it's like, hey,
Well, no, the true story is this guy's like married. He's got like 3 kids at home, and this bitch is his like fucking side chick that he meets up at the $16 a night motel.
fair enough. And what are you going to do to defend your side chick from this birdemic that's happening outside? Like birds dive bombing and exploding. You know, oh my God, oh the humanity. What are we going to do? Here, take one of these. Here,
The most lethal weapon.
here it is.
The lethalest of weapons.
Yeah.
Fucking Birdemic and Mommy Dearest know how to use fucking wire hangers like it's nobody's business.
Walking to the closet, getting the hangers, like, yep, this is reasonable. Here, take that.
Yeah.
Now we're going to stand back to back, too. We're
Yeah.
going to apply tactics here.
Yeah.
We're going to stand back
Well,
to back.
because this guy's a Marine. Yeah, or a former Marine.
Former Marine, right?
Yeah.
You know how we know that? He's wearing camouflage pants.
Right.
Army pants.
And they do mention it later, too. Because,
barely.
like, he was in Iraq.
Yeah, right.
But he wants to give peace a chance.
All we are saying
Yes.
is give peace a chance.
Yes.
Actually, no, that's what is on her shirt. It says, imagine peace.
No, but he, like, literally says those words. He's like, why can't we just give peace a chance?
All we are saying
But, again,
get
the
a
most
coat hanger for
the most
defense.
lethal weapon, if you are trying to escape birds or beat your kids, is a fucking wire hanger.
Facts.
So,
Birdemic. Yeah, fucking wire hangers kill more humans than birds have. Oh, stone bleeds. That
Savage.
was horrible. So, all right, and look, at least this hotel, look, we're going back to back, and they've got their cone hangers, and notice how they don't have hooks on them. Why, you ask? Because this is the kind of hotel that doesn't want you to steal their cone hangers.
Yeah.
So they have the kinds that don't detach.
like, they have the little notch that, like, clips into the thing that you
He
can't take.
throws the hanger. They're dive bomb.
And now this is the best scene, where the birds are just hovering.
Right, hovering.
They're not
like,
attacking, and then they're swinging, like they're really getting into it, too.
Right. Like,
And that scene lasts
click, 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 click.
forever.
I can't get into my piece of shit Ford. I can't, keep trying. Keep trying, assholes. Like, all right. And obviously, turkey vultures. Not just fucking, all right, here's the eagle hovering, like, because of 40-knot headwind, right?
Yep.
Fucking vultures. That's a vulture. Which almost makes more sense. Homeboy's wielding the fucking coat hanger like he's been trained to, in their Ford Aerostar, and then like, all right, we're just gonna. We're
Well,
just gonna
and then
drive
all
away.
of a sudden,
Now we're gonna drive away,
Very-
and here we go. We're gonna get to a point where like, hey, did he notice he set the parking brake? Just like what?
with the window down.
With the window down,
And
yeah.
then all of a sudden,
because
we've got a gun!
we got on it. We got an automatic weapon.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, just
What?
all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we've got a fucking...
In California.
Yeah.
It's San Jose, California. Apparently, it's okay. Like, and you know what? I don't believe this guy's a Marine at all because his fucking weapon handling is the most unsafe shit.
Yeah,
lucky
clearly
to shoot
he's a-
everyone in the fucking car.
Clearly, he's a drug dealer. He's a middleman for one of the fucking Mexican cartels that are running drugs up into California, and they just gave him a gun for protection.
I want to know where they got the like my family. We literally had a Ford Aerostar that was like that.
Oh, did you?
Yes. But it's just
And it looks like a fucking, like, 1990.
no. It's probably an '89 if I had to guess. Right? Okay. Now
Really?
we get another aspect. He's got his boots blouse, right, and he's wearing a polo shirt.
Yep.
Because that's what you do.
Yep.
Now here's where all the budget went to. We had to do this makeup.
Yeah,
'cause now we're gonna
Yeah.
start showing dead
like,
bodies.
people with, like, the fucking throat slit
Right.
and everything.
He's got all these extras when he could have just reused the same fucking mom.
And we wouldn't have known.
Like, and oh look, here's this girl. I'm thinking. So here's what I'm thinking in this movie, right? They're at the vehicles. They're looking underneath the cars. There's some fucking girl who's actually laying underneath the fucking car on the dirt ground,
Yeah.
right? In the most awkward position possible. And wouldn't it have made like this is where I was like, oh, she's been attacked by the bird. She's got a scratch on her. Maybe she's going to turn into a zombie or something.
Oh.
Like I legitimately had that thought. I had half a second. I was like, maybe this can revive. Maybe this could still salvage itself. And like, if you get scratched or something, and you turn into a zombie.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And
Oh, by
then,
the way,
all of a sudden, there's a sound in the trunk. They
Right.
pop the trunk. There's a little boy in there. How did the boy end up in the fucking trunk? What were they doing with this boy? Like, these people were about to fucking take him and rape him somewhere, right? But instead, you know, he got locked in the trunk, and he was the only one safe from the fucking birds.
oh look, hey, see, look. He just shoots Captain Kango there. Fucking. It dragged the little broad out from under the fucking
Yeah,
car.
and that's what he eventually does. He eventually just grabs her by the arm and just fucking pulls out.
Right? He's shooting randomly, right?
Uh-huh.
God, my trigger discipline's fucking awful, right? And when he shoots one of the fucking birds,
Blap.
boop,
Yeah, then
it's like
you're-
Duck Hunt.
Yes,
It's like
that's what I
fucking
was
Duck
thinking.
Hunt.
Because 10 times it cuts to a scene like that where it's just the sky, one bird is like blink, and the bird falls.
And he falls. Doesn't explode because in order to, well, I guess they have to reach a terminal velocity.
Oh, that's what it
for
is.
their blood to get to the appropriate. I don't even know. It's fucking ridiculous. More fucking driving.
So this is where Kristen and I had the biggest issue with this movie. This was the big issue. What was the fucking plan at this point?
To drive.
Right, because why not go to Rod's house where there's running water and food? Why not go to Natalie's house? Why not go any indoor structure whatsoever aside from hopping from fucking convenience store to convenience store and then every once in a while having a fucking picnic outside?
Yeah.
Or going to take a shit in the woods outside, or going to a fucking treehouse.
They weren't even in the woods to take a shit. And that's a nice PSP, by the way. Like, throwback. Did you notice the fucking PSP? The kid
Oh,
had?
yeah. The original PSP, not even the Vita.
Right. These fucking kids. Like, I don't.
Oh, there was a point where I'm like, fucking leave them outside.
Leave these
I
kids.
want the birds to kill these fucking kids.
Fuck these fucking kids, right? Like, and
But-
and Natalie's going completely into her maternal instinct to fucking. Oh, you know what? Those aren't army khakis. Those are Old Navy fucking camouflage pants
Right.
that he bloused. Oh, hey, homeboy's asleep. We're just gonna go ahead and leave him in the car.
Yeah.
There's not birds that can explode when they dive bomb on you.
Yeah. Which, again, what is the extent of this bird attack? Because they go into one convenience store, it's open, like the clerk is fucking dead. But later on, when they go into another store, the clerk's there. He's like, yeah, $100 a gallon for
Charging
gas.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, this is highway robbery.
That's probably the most realistic thing of this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, if the world's coming to an end, yeah, $100 for gas. Fucker.
yeah. But like, how much of an extent is this Birdemic happening?
Look at the Doritos and the Funyuns on the fucking thing.
Oh yeah.
Like,
And we spend a lot of time looking into the fucking sandwich glass.
right.
And
Are you
like,
making a decision here?
yeah. Well, we'll know in real time because she's gonna sit there. She's gonna think, do I want the tuna? Do I want the ham?
Right.
And we'll eventually figure it out and go get the fucking sandwich that we want. As opposed to if this is like a real apocalypse type movie, you just
Take
grab everything.
all of it.
Yeah.
Even the Doritos.
Yeah.
You can burn Doritos in fucking one case of water.
One Kirkland brand case of water, Costco style, is in this
recognize
convenience store.
And this fucking clown. Like, oh, look, the eyes are gouged out. Oh.
And why do the birds get into one convenience store but not another when we see the one later on?
The cheap gas was cheaper here.
Oh, right.
That's part of what happened.
Right. Because the oh my god.
How do I have 35 fucking text messages? Jesus Christ.
Was it somebody saying that the stream died?
It probably. Kate just tried to call me, so rather than putting her out live on the fucking show, I just hit ignore. Anyway,
Yeah. So
we gotta go. We gotta go outside where the fucking birds can attack us.
right.
And I got unlimited ordnance, by the way.
And that's something else I was thinking about.
Unlimited ordnance.
Yeah, they've got all the bullets. Like never running out ever. Despite the fact that they're just unloading on these fucking birds.
Boop.
Yep.
Duck hunt style.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Oh god, get in the car. And then every time they get in the car, roll down the windows and shoot out the windows.
Just keep the windows closed, conserve your ammo, and just
Maybe
drive away.
And maybe if you drove more than 25 miles an hour
Yeah.
everywhere
And didn't
that-
stop at every other fucking convenience store.
right? Because they're drinking water like fucking crazy people. I think they brought up in the chat like how much water are they actually drinking?
Yeah.
Because at one point they're taking the empty bottles of water down to the fucking creek to get filled when they run into fucking the tree hugger,
Yeah.
which is called the tree hugger in the fucking credits.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
so this is the picnic.
let's
This
have
is
a
where they're
picnic.
like, we've got all this water, we've got all this food. Where are we gonna eat it? Well, let's
different case of water too. By
yeah. Now it's a Deer Creek water.
but it's some fucking Walmart shit.
But it's like, where do we go when all these birds are attacking? Should we stay in the van and eat here? No. Let's go find a picnic table out in the fucking open air and
Right.
eat there because that's safe.
And why, like, walking hand in hand to go take a shit in an outhouse, and he's like being all like, "What? You're just being a gentleman. You're gonna walk her to fucking so she can go take a shit, and then come out and be like, oh, I just took a shit."
Okay, then we come across this fucking clown, this doctor, scientist, whatever the fuck. He's like, you're gonna get the bird flu virus. He says bird flu virus like
Right.
10 times.
Right.
And
And he's the only person we've seen in the entirety of this thing to be wearing a mask.
yeah,
Right. And this is 2010. Wearing masks in public is not really a thing.
no.
But apparently, it's like also the superior skills of this fucking Rod the salesman talked this guy off the bridge
Yeah, this mini bridge that
Yeah.
goes down like 5 feet.
because he's standing there.
And then now he starts talking about the dangers of fucking fossil fuels
Right.
and how man is the most dangerous creature on earth. He's not worried about the birds.
And then, like, hi, random people. My name is Dr. Blah, blah, blah. And then, like, the birds are dead. But, like, I'm wearing a jacket, so I'm obviously some sort of academic.
And then he talks about how the birds are only attacking people in their cars and at gas stations.
Right. That's why they're completely safe right now on the beach having a picnic.
Yeah.
Because they're not affecting the environment. Except for all the plastic bottles but that are made out of fucking...
You be-
You're right. I don't know what I was thinking.
because birds are smart enough to know what a car is and what a gas station is and
Well, they
the
explode,
terrible
Jason.
damage that they're doing to
They
the earth.
explode.
Yeah, they dive bomb. Yeah, like kamikaze style.
God damn it. Shot. I don't know why there's shots on the fucking screen, but the dude's still fucking extrapolating on...
Yeah, talking about global warming and humanity,
Yep.
fossil fuels,
Right. Diatribe.
Again.
Diatribe.
messages
Right.
spread all throughout the course of this
So
movie.
hot. It's so hot right now. I'm wearing a jacket for no reason. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And now we're at just about an hour in, and everything's really kind of amping up. Again, no plan on our protagonists.
No.
Like, no dialogue between them. Like, okay, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get through this?
Right.
Nothing. They're just like, we'll just get back in the car and we'll just drive until we find the next fucking lunatic that's going to give us some
Right.
more exposition about what's going on.
Yep.
And no plan, no nothing.
And everyone driving around, like they're doing these shots of the vehicle driving.
Yeah.
Everyone's going like about
Yeah.
their normal
Yeah.
lives.
There's
like,
normal people driving in the background.
You know, every once in a while, there's a car pulled off to the side of the road to try and
Well, with the
steal from
$10,000
them.
with the $10,000 budget, you know, you don't get to like close off roads just so you can film for your fucking movie.
I mean, I guess, or you could like take an empty road shot and then use it over.
Yeah.
Probably would have saved yourself a bunch of fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even money, just fucking saved yourself and us from having to watch another fucking sequence of a Ford Aerostar fucking driving around.
So I actually wrote in my notes because right before they saw this guy, after Rod and Natalie went and took a shit, Rod literally says, and I quote, "Look, an old man on the bridge."
And
His exact dialogue.
right. But was he wrong, Jason?
He wasn't wrong.
It was the most descriptive thing he could come up with.
Look, an old man on the
Look,
bridge.
how did they get cut on their necks, by the way? Like, they're suddenly...
Yeah. Oh, this is the scene where the friend, the new guy that
Right.
they met in the hotel, asked like, where'd the girls go? Like, oh, they went to take a shit.
Yeah, to take a shit.
Yeah, that was the exact words.
Yep.
They went to take a shit. And the girls are actually in like some fucking weed field,
Right.
literally squatting and taking a dump.
It looks like something like... yeah, like, oh, here's some soy.
I got
in the
some toilet
background.
paper.
Hey, that looks like a good spot. All right, I'll watch.
Yeah.
I'll watch. Try not to make too much noise while you're shitting back there.
Yeah, literally pulls down her pants and then here comes the bird.
Fake bird. Oh God, Natalie's a good shot.
I know, because she's shooting directly at the fucking other girls
Right.
in the other girl's direction, but she only hits the bird.
Yep.
But it's too
She
late.
was
The girl's
really
dead.
really good at duck hunt.
Yeah, but the girl's dead. Like the eagle did one of many drive-by neckings
Right.
that we see.
Well, there was one that was actually like, I'm like, wow, of all the ones that we've seen, then this one was a good one, and it's coming up.
Yeah.
After a fucking homeboy Marine.
After they kill all those people on the bus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because why? Let's stop and help those people. Okay.
And all the people on the bus, by the way, are like, no, we don't want to go.
Right.
And he's like, you have to go. You have to get off this bus. He gets them all off the bus, and they immediately die.
Yeah, immediately get killed. Now you got their fucking deaths on your head.
Yeah.
Like, run! Oh, I wish I didn't blouse my boots.
Yeah.
Oh!
So we're just going to skip ahead a little bit. Oh, here we go. This
Ow.
is where
Everyone's dying.
This is the one where they shot the bird,
Right.
and it's blood or it's fucking semen or whatever just like splattered all over
Yeah.
all of these people, and it was like poison acidy bird excrement.
Right. So
For reasons.
exactly, for reasons. Makeup artists did a lot of hard work here.
Yeah.
It's not good work. It's just hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, our Marine friend,
Yep.
who just wants to give peace a chance,
Right.
is dead, along with all of the people that he made get off the fucking bus.
Right.
And now we're back to Rod and Natalie and the two fucking kids,
The kids.
that I wish were dead at this point.
Yes.
When like they like try to feed them fucking fish. Oh my god, the fishing.
Yeah. We're not there yet. I like this sequence because I would definitely leave the automatic weapon on the ground.
Oh yeah. No, that's
For
the
sure.
thing. Like you definitely leave
You
things
definitely
behind.
don't want that.
When you almost get killed by a fucking crazy redneck
Yep.
on the side of the road and he takes all your gas.
The best part is all this like they drove by this sign earlier, like
Yeah.
to Redneck City or whatever the fuck it was.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, the Aerostar is not a plug-in hybrid.
Yep. And this is the convenience store they stop in where there's the worker's still there. Front door is propped wide open, by the way.
But no
And-
concern for the birds.
Yeah, and the guy's like, yeah, $100 a gallon. And he's like, man, that's a ripoff, as he pulls out his credit card
Yep.
and pays anyway.
Well, he's a millionaire, so he can
Right.
obviously
He
afford that.
can't afford. He made the $1 million sell. He
Right.
caught the big fish.
He did.
He started his green tech company.
Right.
That
And
got
he-
like a $10 million.
He catches a slightly larger fish here in a minute. I'm a random convenience store clerk. I hear. You want me to say this ridiculous dialogue? Okay. I'm actually charging this card, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna make me do this. I'm actually gonna fucking ring this card up.
Yeah, and while Natalie's just like, being the cool aunt, she's like, oh, go get whatever candy you want, you know?
I'm just like looking at them, like, oh man, look at all that ice. You think ice would be important? Like, could you use ice for something?
Maybe,
Like,
maybe.
Store it. The candy.
They each grab a candy bar.
I mean, what are kids gonna do? They're gonna fucking get candy and shit.
Yeah, so the boy grabs a king-size Kit Kat, the girl just grabs a regular
Right.
Snickers.
All right.
Rod fills up at $100 a gallon.
Right. Click, 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 click. Because you have a weapon. At this point, with the world coming to an end, fuck your $100 gas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot you in the face.
Yep, and the birds are back.
Oh shit!
And we just like take the fucking the plug out and we just start unloading on these things.
Do you think that the bystanders in this particular part of this are going? Oh,
that was a dive bomb. Yep.
That was. But the gas tanks didn't blow up.
No.
Because that would have been a perfect opportunity to have some really big explosions. We're coming up to the redneck part.
Oh yeah. So yeah, they see this guy pulled over to the side of the road, and they're like, "Should we stop?" They're like, yeah. Bad move, by the way. If you've watched any sort of apocalypse, zombie invasion type movies, you don't
look at this guy. Like, you can practically hear his spurs rattling as he fucking walks up.
Yep.
And the awkwardness of the fucking shot too.
Yeah.
And he thinks to only roll his window partly down too. That's what kills me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like, Rod, we can take you for a drive. Come on now.
And then
Rip!
He pulls out a gun.
Again, most another realistic sequence of what would actually be happening.
Right.
Like, I've got a gun and you don't right now, so fuck you, fuck your kids.
Give me your gas.
Give me that fucking gas.
Yep.
Oh wait, I have a gas can in the back. Totally forgot about it till just now, until I had the gun in my face. Come on, Billy Bob.
Yep.
All right, here it comes. So we're getting to the point in the movie where what are we, like an hour 15 right now?
Yeah, an hour and 13.
Pretty close. So
all right, so he steals the gas, right? He backs up slowly.
Right.
Slowly. And
look, and at least so this is the one time when the animation of the bird actually like cutting the dude's throat makes sense, and like, all right, homeboy's gonna just fucking collapse off to the side. Brilliant. This is
that was great.
That's movie magic right there. Like that, he couldn't have timed that up better.
Yeah, that was the best scene.
The idea that he did it completely by accident.
But then
leave
the gas can in the gun.
Leave the other car. Natalie, get in this car. We may need it later.
Yeah.
Like, no, fuck it. Hey, that one's probably 4-wheel drive. No. We got kids.
They leave the gas can and the fucking gun.
Yeah. They're not intelligent.
Oh, clearly.
One's a fucking Victoria's Secret model. The other one is a software salesperson.
He is an autistic, fucking brain damaged individual who somehow managed to get himself at this point.
He's an alien. Okay. Now we're at the point in the movie where we're pulling up to
We're in the forest now.
Yeah, we're in Redwood City, and we have to go see a man about a fucking tree fort.
Right. Well, but really the reason they stopped is because they're like, we need water.
Yeah.
We need water. So we've got all these empty water bottles that we've been drinking out of. We're going to take them to the creek and fill them up with this dirty water.
Right.
Instead of driving to Rod's house where they have running water.
They're obviously, these birds are after Rod. It's Rod. It's his fault. The fucking solar panels that he fucking claims to have invented, they fry birds, so the birds are all pissed off at him, so he can't go back to his house. Do you think that he took off the solar panel that he paid $20,000 for to replace it with the fucking Mission Maker?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah, that, maybe it was the other solar companies that are like, you know what, fuck this guy. We're gonna stick a bunch of birds on him.
That's it. So yeah, they've got this trash bag full of fucking empty water bottles, and they go to the fucking creek, and they're filling them up in this dirty water.
Listen, if what's really funny about this, if this was set differently, this would all make sense, right? If you were reading through this without the dialogue and like, okay, imagine that like they can't go back to town or they can't go to the house because there's fucking zombies or some shit.
Sure.
So now where are we going to get water? All right, let's go to a creek. We got these empty bottles. We're going to use this resource, right? Makes a lot of sense. Except nobody else is apparently affected by these fucking birds.
Right.
So they're doing this because they're fucking retarded. Not because they fucking need to. And then, is this guy wearing a wig? Like,
He's gotta be.
The tree hugger
that
wearing
hair,
a fucking wig?
There's no way that's real hair. So yeah, they're out there, and this guy pops out of the fucking woods, out of nowhere. Dude looks like a fucking serial killer.
Yeah, he does.
And they're like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he's like, "I live here. I live in this fucking treehouse."
Look, it's crackhead Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, he lives in a treehouse.
I live amongst these trees. Look.
all right.
Let's linger on that fucking shot for fucking way too long.
Yeah.
And okay.
And then again, he talks about how, you know, the fucking the reason why the birds are attacking is they're only attacking people in cars and at gas stations, and people like him are safe because they're living off the environment, man.
Lunar Girl in the chat says he just bought the solar panel 2 days ago. It wouldn't possibly be installed yet.
That is true. Yeah, he bought the solar panels.
But what does that say about the startup companies for green fucking energy? Like, all right, I'm gonna buy a solar panel, then invent one the next day.
It's like that one fucking bitch that invented the fake blood test that, you know.
What fake blood test?
The one chick that's in the fucking news. Her trial just started.
Dude, I don't watch the news.
All right, Jamie, look that up. Who's the fucking blonde broad who's in the news right now because she like had that startup company that was, you know, they fleeced people for billions of dollars because they claimed that they had that blood test that, you know, would test for all this shit with like a minimal amount of blood.
Oh, is this like an ancestry thing or like a
genealogy
thing?
No. Like an actual like diabetes and like disease blood test and everything. It's all in the fucking news.
You know, it's funny. We're having this conversation, and Homeboy is still on about his diatribe with the fucking the birds and the fucking trees and the flowers and the bees. Oh yeah, he's making a lot of sense.
They're still fucking talking.
Yeah, we're still talking. Like, where's he getting that shot from? I mean, was he climbing the tree actively? Like, is he up on a branch right now?
Maybe. Well, and you can tell this guy's on a fucking green screen. The fucking hippie, like, lunatic-looking guy.
That's not a green screen. There's no way that's
Bro,
a green screen.
no, that is totally a green screen.
Not a green
with the
screen.
fucking background.
He could not afford a green screen. There's no fucking way. Nope, that's just bad lighting.
No, I'm telling you,
It's
that
not-
is a green screen shot.
That is not a green screen.
Of that fucking weirdo from the treehouse. It has to be.
No.
Has to
Nope.
be.
No, I'm telling you, he can't afford a green screen.
Whatever.
They're out in that fucking environment. Where did they park? Oh, that's right. I forgot. Everything's on fire.
Right, because we're still dealing with the fucking forest fires and everything that were going on from earlier in the movie.
Forest fires, everything's fire, the highway 101.
Yeah. Oh, that was
There an
0% contaminated or
contained.
contained by
Because that's how people talk.
yeah, 0% contained.
0% containment. Where did you park? I don't know.
Yes, Theranos. Thank you.
Who?
Elizabeth Holmes from Theranos. The chat knows.
The Theranos.
Watch a fucking news report every once in a while,
No,
Dave. Jesus Christ.
God, I live my life so much better only being stressed out by sports, not about the actual news.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, everything's on fire. Ah,
well,
no!
Photoshop fire.
Not,
Not real fire, but...
No, everything's on fire. Look, this was a scene taken directly from the Australian wildfires.
Right.
Which actually would have been more believable if he had taken some fucking footage of that. Oh, and somehow they get all fucking...
Yeah, they're on the road. There's no smoke, but they're all coughing like they just fucking inhaled. Like,
again, the weapons discipline here is just atrocious.
yeah,
Absolutely atrocious.
and they're also coughing like they just
cough because they were just coming out of a fire, Jason. This is why you
what
have
fire? You don't see anything in this shot.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Everything's
there
on
is.
fire.
The three little patches
Right.
of fucking Photoshop.
Created a lot of fucking smoke. But you have to have the coughing so that you know that they were in the fire.
Right. That would make sense.
This is how you write dialogue and make it
Yes.
work, Jason.
Right.
Learn something.
My mistake.
Learn something.
I have a lot to learn about filmmaking.
Yes, you do.
You know, James Nguyen could teach me a thing or two.
Is it Win? Is it really Win?
Yeah. Nguyen. Nguyen.
Now, see, I went to school, and it was Nguyen.
No, it's pronounced Nguyen.
Well, I'm telling you, I went. There were twins in grade school.
The twins. I'm your twin brother, Julius.
Get through the chopper. This Ford Aerostar, man. Is this the same vehicle, like, in the documentary that talking about this dude, how he had the fucking the dead
Holy
bird on
shit,
it?
that might be.
It's probably the same fucking ride.
Wow. Oh, and then all of a sudden they just happen to pull over to the side
Imagine peace.
where fucking Natalie's friend and fucking Rod's friend.
Look at her smile. Like, see her like, she
Yeah,
starts.
her fucking face is all cut up.
Right.
She's still got her Imagine Peace fucking shirt on.
She's kind of alive, and now
and
she's
now
dead.
she's dead for real.
Now, but he's doing a great job over there.
Oh, yeah,
like,
good
all right, I
acting.
need you to fucking lay there with your mouth open. Right,
Don't move.
She's trying not to smile throughout this thing.
Yeah.
Like, this dialogue is ridiculous. I'm wearing an Imagine Peace
yeah,
shirt.
you know what? I think you're right. I think Rod's friend, the fucking horn dog, was the best actor in this movie.
Yeah.
Like,
It
especially
was the
after
most believable character.
after that death scene. Yeah, most believable, like acting like a true man, and that death scene where he just like was there, completely still,
Right.
didn't move at all.
Right, mouth agape.
Believable.
Right. I don't know
And they're
what
like,
we're talking about.
we're so hungry. The kids need food. We're on the
You
beach.
can live for fucking weeks without food, you fucks.
Yeah, you just filled up water.
Well, and they kind of filled up with water.
Right.
But they're all going to get See, this is the problem. They all got dysentery from the fucking creek. Now they got to take more shits,
Oh, and
potentially
they're more-
exposing themselves to more vulture deaths.
And more dehydration.
More dehydration. Then
yeah.
now they're hungry. They need to eat. What's with this camera angle?
Yeah.
Fucking Rod.
Yeah, it was Natalie talking, but all you saw was Rod's
Rod's
face and Natalie's head behind the fucking backseat of the fucking.
And not in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's in the back here? Oh, look, a fishing rod.
Yeah, they just happen to have a fucking fishing pole.
Right.
It's like, I have an idea.
I'm going to go fishing. Oh, look, there's a fucking tackle box, too.
I know.
Oh,
what
no, it's
luck?
a stove. It's a fucking stove.
That's right.
That's just a fucking stove. Oh, my God.
And again, this whole time, the kids are complaining constantly about being fucking hungry. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry, right? So they go out here. Rod eventually goes fishing as the kids and Natalie are looking for fucking seaweed, right? They're looking for seaweed, and Rod's over there fucking fishing. They're throwing a ball around.
Right. This
Eventually, he catches a fucking fish.
Well, no, we need to have this shot. This is like, oh, it's a family. We're like family.
Yep.
We're going to sing a song about family.
I got
Got
a fish. Awkward pause.
Weird camera angle.
Yay, awkward pause. Oh, we got seaweed.
Great.
Awkward pause.
Good. Awkward pause.
Yeah.
I got a fish.
Yeah, I'll go get the stove.
Why didn't you bring the stove with you initially? Where did they get the beach ball from?
That's a good question. Look,
No,
Kinda looks
no
like a
kid has ever
volleyball.
been
so they go back and they get the fucking the George Foreman grill from the car,
right,
and they put the fish in.
well, no, they got a bowl, and they're gonna boil the fish with the scales on.
Yeah.
They've obviously seen Bear Grylls at least once.
Yeah.
Right? So we're gonna season it with this fucking seaweed. Yep. California beach water, completely clean. No issues at all with any of
Yeah.
that.
They serve the kids.
Oh,
and-
look.
And what do the fucking kids say? We want McDonald's Happy Meals.
Right.
They don't want this shit.
Well, I mean, again, probably realistic to what kids would be like. They have no idea that they're fending for their lives right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is stupid. Can we have McDonald's Happy Meals?
Yeah. So at this point, if it had been me, I'd have been like, "Oh, let's go out into the water. We're gonna baptize you. Fucking be with Jesus." As I'm holding them underwater for a good 5 minutes, because fuck those kids. And then the birds come.
Yep.
Birds are coming. Birds are coming. We're running. We're running. We're running.
That's the best part. It's like you could see where they're like, okay, they're standing there, and he's like, action, right? And then, okay, start running. Like, oh, here's the gun.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
They got there quick. I mean,
They did.
They were a distance away, and then suddenly they're there.
Birds are very
circling,
fast.
circling, more circling,
Shooting, and then we're gonna get a dive bomber here pretty soon.
circling and hovering. Oh, the kids are afraid. Like,
Kind of afraid.
like,
Rod's kind of afraid.
right.
He just has a.
Oh, he finally ran out of ammo. Finally.
Oh no! Maybe
You should have saved 2 bullets. One for fucking Natalie, and then one for you. Here, hold the gas can. I've got
A tire iron.
tire iron.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's, it's
I
better than a coat hanger, I think.
debatable.
Yeah.
Like, so here's the fucking bird. It's at the window, right? What's she doing with the gas can? Is she huffing it? Like, what's the point of that?
I don't know, but here it
That
comes.
that one fucking eagle's basically driving.
Boom! And then we get the dive bomber. Again, and it makes like the fucking World War II kamikaze. Boom.
Do you think that fucking Dan Nguyen or whatever,
James Nguyen.
that guy, Dan? Do you think that he had seen the movie Airplane? And
Oh,
when he
maybe.
saw the movie Airplane and they're watching the 707 fly and it's making the prop noises, does he think that was like, oh,
like
that's what,
like every time the automatic pilot deflated and you heard the
That's
that
probably-
that might be that exact audio clip,
It may be.
honestly. But all of a sudden, like they're in the car, they're trapped, and then the birds just start flying away.
they're done. They're done.
Yeah.
Like, we made our sacrifice. They shit their pants, and we're gonna go ahead and go.
Yeah, and that's the end of the movie.
Well,
It's
no, not really.
well,
we got about.
it's
8
another 10 minutes of them walking to the beach and then watching the birds fly away.
All right, we're gonna. And again, he just did not miss an opportunity to fucking have an extended scene that could have been 5 minutes shorter.
Yeah.
Click.
Yeah.
What clicks? Your click.
But I mean, that's it.
Well,
That's all that happens.
Lunar Girl said if her friend lived in a lighthouse and she's dead, why not go into her fridge? If she lived in a lighthouse, why was she in the fucking car?
If this was happening along the whole West Coast, why not go into any random fucking person's house and just hunker down? Why drive to the beach?
Because it's a nice wide open area that they have absolutely no cover from above, so that the birds have ample opportunity to fucking dive bomb them. Otherwise, they'd be caught up in the fucking canopy of the trees. Look, all right, and again, this is the all right, guys. You're gonna be walking. There's gonna be birds out there. You're gonna be watching them fly away. We want you to have this like moment, just unbelievable. Like, oh, thank God, you're a family now. Like, you're gonna adopt these kids for some fucking.
Oh,
reason.
I'd still drown those fucking kids.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, hey kids, I'm gonna drop you off here at the fucking municipality. And,
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drive to Vegas and do blow. And,
Yeah, and try to like erase this from our
yeah,
memories.
exactly. Or call the fucking alien spaceship to come pick your ass back up because you obviously need to learn more about how humans actually interact.
Yeah.
This,
And that's the end of the movie. The
Almost.
birds,
Almost.
almost for the next 5 minutes or so,
flat.
as you see the birds fly away. They don't get any smaller, by the way.
No, they don't.
They stay the same
They
size.
stay the same size. And look, we have this shot. We could roll the credits now, or here's a thought: we could wait at least another minute
Yeah,
before we start rolling the credits over the same thing.
yeah,
But not yet.
yeah.
Not yet. We're not going to do that yet.
Because it's still just them.
How fucking
standing on the
awkward.
beach.
Like standing there, like, okay, keep standing there. Keep standing there. Like for this entire time, like real time, if you were an actor, you got to be like, hey, the water's getting a little closer.
Well, clearly they're not fucking actors. Because
Well,
we've established
well,
that throughout
well.
the course of this fucking movie.
Look, if they were compensated for their appearance on this movie, technically, they're actors.
Right, but clearly they know nothing about acting. So him just saying, no, stand on the beach for 10 minutes.
Oh, now the fucking credits finally roll.
Right.
So, Natalie,
Whitney Moore.
I went and found her on Instagram. I'm like, I wonder if she's done other stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
So I did the IMDb thing, found her on Instagram, and fucking went. She's like, basically, she goes to cons, and she's a huge nerd, and she's like taking full advantage of what this turned out to be.
As she
right?
should, right?
And the best part is that documentary is whoever is doing the documentary. I forget the name of the guy.
Yeah, I just followed Whitney Moore on Instagram.
And they're talking to the actors and going, "Oh, hey, did you realize what was happening?" And they're like, "We knew you know, we kept trying to say like, oh no, it probably should say it like this, and we did it repeatedly. Tried to you know, tell him how we could make this better, and she was like, I didn't think this would ever be seen by anybody.
Right. Yeah. She thought it was never going to see the light of day.
Right.
But you know,
Look at how much music Damian Carter contributed to this.
Well, yeah.
Gonna make it, baby.
And oh, by the way, 10 minutes later, we're still on a shot of them
Yep.
looking out
They're
into the
still
distance
standing there
with the birds not getting any smaller.
the discipline for them to stand there like that, knowing full well, like, this is ridiculous. Why are we just standing here? They could just fucking, I don't know, pan all the way back, just show the ocean. Oh, no, nope. Stay in the fucking shot. Don't move.
Yeah.
Don't move. Don't move. The amount of just standing around that happened in this movie, standing around and driving. Like, oh, you know what? We didn't get the Mustang just quite right. We're going to go ahead and need you to fucking pull out of the parking spot, drive back around the neighborhood, and fucking we're going to get this shot again. Ready? Action.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Whitney Moore's official website is gimmemore.com. Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Fucking brilliant.
Acting. Genius. And it's over. Finally.
Yeah. So,
Jason, this was, you have to admit, this was way worse than you thought it was going to be.
oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Like, I thought it was going to be kind of bad, kind of campy, kind of like Batman 1960s TV show kind of
Right.
campy. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Like this, like logistically, just a badly made movie.
There's made me so angry, Jason. Made me so angry at you, at fucking Dan Nguyen,
James Nguyen.
fucking Whitney Moore for like.
Hey, how dare you? She is a beautiful, talented actress.
And you know what? I'm happy is that she's taken advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah.
Homeboy's fucking still selling Mustangs on a fucking used car lot in San Jose, probably.
Yeah. Kristen wants to know what your favorite part was. I mean, our favorite part was the solar panel on the roof. Like, where are you going to put that solar panel? Well, come outside and I'll show you. Right there.
All right. What was my favorite part? Fuck. Favorite?
Favorite.
The fade to black at the end.
There had to be one part that just stuck out to you. It was so ridiculous.
The whole fucking thing is ridiculous. Like,
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, what it's truly telling us is that we're burning way too much fossil fuels and we're causing all this global warming, which is going to be our own downfall.
plug-in hybrid.
Mustang plug-in
Yeah,
hybrid.
Mustang
that gets
plug-in
that gets 100 mpg, by the way. And I quote,
hybrid.
it gets 100 mpg.
That's miles per gallon, kids.
Yeah.
God, that's oh man, I don't know if I have a favorite. Like, it just, the movie made me so angry, I keep saying that, and it really did. I had to watch it in pieces because
Lunar Girl cannot get over her fucking filthy ass feet.
sadly, I bet you she's mortified to have seen that in real life. Like, you probably don't even think about it. Like, you're being directed by this dude with speaking broken English, and you're just like, okay, you guys are gonna have sexy time now. But Rod's not gonna take his clothes off. Oh, he took his polo off.
Yeah.
You know, he's in his wife beater.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna take off anything else.
Which
So,
he has a pretty
like,
good physique. He's got good arms and good shoulders.
Yeah,
but-
does he?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Does he work out?
He does.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
But apparently not as good a physique as a fucking Rapey McRaperson guy with his fucking chest hair and gold medallions.
Yeah. No, that guy was tall. And apparently that's all you need. Like, to be a successful male in this world, you just need to be tall.
I mean,
Yeah,
it helps,
and they can all go fuck themselves.
it does help.
So,
I look, it's. Do you think his fucking belt buckle, like, because he's wearing his clothes, she's in nothing.
Yeah.
Right. So he's got this like the belt on, like, and he's grinding into her. Like, do you think she's like, oh, can you stop doing that? It probably hurts me.
all right. Well, don't hurt yourself trying to think of a favorite part. So,
favorite. That's the thing. It'd be like, hey, what part did you enjoy, and that would be your favorite. My favorite bad part, if I could have one, is the fucking conference room scene.
Oh yeah.
With that's where it escalated. It went
The
from,
clapping dying down,
right,
and then,
right, and then let's go to another
and then
shot,
down, and then up, and
right. And we should have known better. Right in 5 minutes and 26 seconds.
Yeah.
Right. It's
with the fucking waitress at the diner. Yeah, in the arm.
because she wasn't.
I'll be right with you.
I'll be right with you. All right, I need you to have. All right, so that was good, but can we do a take where you have like an accent? What kind of accent? Make it up. I don't know. Okay. Fucking so ridiculous.
It is.
This was really, really bad. And I hope if you've stuck with this long enough, and even through the point of YouTube when they fucking pulled it, it's if you really want to watch this, if you really want to watch it, do so at your own risk, because you're going to get fucking annoyed. Now, hopefully, if you've sat through and listened to us fucking bust on it, you'll have an idea of how bad it is. Going into this cold, not listening to the riff tracks or anything else, just going straight into this cold, you're going to commit homicide.
Well, but
you really are. If I wasn't medicated, people would have been dead.
You need to be under some form of intoxication to enjoy or appreciate this movie. It's a whole nother level. Like I said, life-changing experience. This movie was.
Yeah. Here's the thing that's going to change in our lives. You're not picking. You're not picking another fucking movie. Like, I don't care. Like, well, and honestly, it's almost like, so here's what's scary. The bar has been set for bad movies.
Yeah.
Right? We thought the holiday special was the bar. We can't even. It's
That
not
shit
even
was
close.
Citizen Kane compared to this shit.
Not even fucking close. I think the next one that we watch, I think we should watch that Idaho transfer thing. You haven't seen it, right?
I want to see that Rubber movie. The homicidal tire. I mean, that sounds amazing.
It does sound amazing. That's why it's not. It's kind of. I don't know.
So we've got a lot of things to ponder, but
Yeah.
something tells me this is not going to be the last bad movie that we talk about here on the show.
It's going to be definitely the worst one.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
But why don't we close out by talking about some Red 5 business if you have any?
I am pulling up the Red 5 business as we speak, my friend.
Yeah.
So-
a lot of people in the chat talking about punching me, which I accept that.
Yeah.
That's- I'm fine with that. But at the end of the day, you have to admit this was an experience.
Rubber is way better than Peter Fonda's finest work.
Wow.
I mean, that seems like a challenge now. So if you stayed with us this long, I don't know why, because don't watch the Birdemic. For God's sakes, don't watch it.
I think you should watch it.
If you are an aspiring film student and you want to look at what ignorance and a lack of education brings, and a lack of talent,
Yeah.
lack of eye, lack of hearing, for different
Situational
sound,
awareness.
just take your head, stick it straight up a giraffe's ass, and then film it with your fucking iPhone, and you're going to do better. You're going to do better than this fucking piece of shit. So speaking of giraffes and your head up giraffe's ass, Red 5. The polls have closed for the 2021 Parsec Awards. The votes are currently being tallied, and an epic presentation show is being planned. Stay tuned. Nothing new to report in Red 5 news, but there are a ton of great shows out there with constant crossover collabs and special guests.
And I know people want to get on this show too, like a lot of Red 5 folks. Someday we'll get there. It's just we're busy. It's tough to arrange that kind of shit.
Yeah, the shit has to align so well. The fact that this is our job for Monday nights. This is what we do.
Monday Night Raw.
So, and even like we're bumping into Monday Night Football here, but yeah, it's hard. It's not that we're being fucking antisocial. It's just that we're fucking.
We're busy guys.
It's really it's tough. It really is. I need to load shed some of my stuff, but anyway. But you out there, the listening audience, can go to red5network.com. That would be red5network.com to get your weekly fix of some really great nerd and geek content. I wonder if they bought Red 5, like 5 spelled out also.
I would hope so.
That would make sense, right? Because, I mean, I'm saying it like that for no reason other than it just came to me today. So
This is Dave being Dave.
Yeah. Not drinking, by the way. Friends of the pod. Oh, and thank you, Lunar Girl, for putting all this, putting the read together. I will read whatever's on the teleprompter. Friends of the pod, there will be no Use and Abuse podcast on Tuesday. Scott and Kim will be celebrating their daughter Hannah's marriage. So congratulations to Scott and Kim. They will return Tuesday, October 5th. A Booth in the Back returns Wednesday to recap this week's matchups.
Hell yeah.
Fantasy Football League. You need to go to, I'm going off script here, but you need to join the Sidebar Cantina Facebook group.
Yep.
There's our private Facebook group.
And our Discord.
And our Discord also, which I think is all in the link tree.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yes, go in there. But if you want to see the Booth in the Back, that's going to be exclusively to the Sidebar Cantina Facebook group.
Correct.
Go to facebook.com/group/the Sidebar Cantina. Whatever. Just search for the Sidebar Cantina.
Yeah.
You'll find us. Put in answer the questions, which there is questions, right?
There should be.
All right. Regardless.
Yeah, one of the questions is who's your favorite host? Everybody answers Dave.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah, fuck you.
Let's see.
Everybody loves Dave.
That's not true. What was I talking about? Booth in the Back, yes. Wednesday recap this week's matchups in our Fantasy Football League. I really need Aaron Rodgers to not suck balls tonight.
I mean, they're playing the Lions, right?
Yeah, you say that, but
They can't be that bad.
the fucking Saints. Did they even score a touchdown this past weekend? I had fucking Winston and Alvin Kamara. Didn't do goddamn thing.
Yeah.
I've got all this points on my fucking bench. You know what? Fuck you.
Yeah.
God
Well,
damn it.
I mean, I think tonight will be the big tell as to whether or not Green Bay is going to be
Yeah.
worth the shit or not this
Yeah.
year.
I need Aaron Rodgers to get me. I need between Aaron Rodgers and Mason, the kicker, to get me 20 points.
And if you get that 20 points, what's your record going to be?
That'll be 1-1.
Okay. I'm going to be 2-0 at the end of this weekend.
Yeah, you know what that means? Not a goddamn thing.
It means your defending champion is undefeated.
Listen, I've thrown the gauntlet down. Everyone, your job is to beat Jason.
Well, so far, 2 of you haven't. So.
Thank you, Aaron Rodgers. Anyway, join Dondell Snooch, Brady Big Lovin', and Luna Girl in the booth live at 6 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on our Sidebar Cantina Facebook page. Luna Girl has our Facebook group and a link tree posted in the bio of all of our socials. Thank you, Luna Girl. The Escape Pod is hosting a ladies' night this week. Dondell
It's
Snooch.
ladies' night.
Dondell Snooch and Brady Big Lovin' welcome the ladies of Red 5 onto their podcast this week to talk about how women intersect with fandom. Interesting choice of words.
Yeah.
The good,
That
the
could
bad,
go a lot of different directions.
the good, the bad, the ugly, and no mansplaining. Well, then that's fucking done.
Yeah.
Join them
Clearly,
live.
I'm not invited.
Join them in live chat on YouTube at the ATSW Escape Pod Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You can also stream them on your favorite podcasting app, but you're missing out if you're not in a chat. Swede Studios still doesn't have our damn waffles. Swede, man, this is Luna Girl. She's calling you out. Sweet Studio still doesn't have our damn waffles, but he has given us a sneak peek at his newest project, cryptically entitled Dime in Nation. It's not really cryptic.
I heard he's going to do covers of Paula Abdul songs. You know, the songs that he really liked back in 1991.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Paula Abdul, maybe a little Snow, some Vanilla Ice.
I'll ask him about that
Yeah,
tomorrow.
no,
See if it works.
I heard he was really into stuff like that back in
s-
91.
Sidebar, do you know the fucking the way your computer crashed
Uh-huh.
last week?
Uh-huh.
that happened to his fucking computer today at work.
Oh, no shit.
Same fucking screen. That stupid smile, the frowny face.
Yeah. Like, we've run into a problem.
Yeah, the QR code.
Yeah, which really means go fuck yourself, because we're done.
Yeah, absolutely fucked. Anyway, subscribe to Sweet Studios on YouTube. Give him a follow on Instagram for the latest updates. You can also see him on Big Swede's Excellent Adventure, right?
Yep.
And Tactical Swede.
Yep.
Episode 1 of the Orange and Fett Show, starring Cantina family members Matt, Orange Jacket Guy, and Tom Bronco Fett, premiered on Spotify on Saturday. I subscribed, as should you.
See.
3PO. Get to know the brothers to talk about anything and everything during their search for an open McDonald's.
What?
You'd have to listen to it.
Oh my god, I gotta listen.
Yeah, you have to listen to it.
What do they think about the vaccine?
You're going to have to listen to it.
All right.
And that is all. But you should also know that for us, for our show, this little thing we do called the Sidebar Cantina, follow us on Instagram at the Sidebar Cantina.
Yes.
Go to our link tree to get our Discord server,
Which is always in the show description.
the private Facebook group,
Also in the show description.
which again, Facebook being what it is and YouTube being fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
The Discord channel is where it's at, to be honest, to get full frontal fucking Dave and Jason shenanigans.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone else. We love it. We love it. We love the interaction. We love you guys. So if you're new to the show, follow us. Give us a 5-star review on whatever platform will allow you to give said review. Let us know that you did it so that we can read it on the show verbatim. And we will do it. And Tom's suffering from his shot.
Yeah.
Go to I think Teespring. Our Teespring stuff is still.
I don't think it's closed, so
No, I think it's in our link tree though.
it should be.
If you want some swag, some Sidebar Cantina swag.
Yeah.
I have a Futurama Jason that I still have to put up there. Oh yeah. Wally Frogmore, man. He's
Have I seen this?
you probably haven't. You might have.
What the hell, man?
I think it was in the thing at some point, but I have the high res image. I just need to put it on
All right,
sure.
fair enough.
I think I got it like before 9/11, and it just didn't seem right to fucking release a shirt.
Yeah, that's
around
fair.
that time. So anyway, that is all I have, and I'm sure I'm forgetting something.
All right.
Whatever.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for listening. If you're watching us on YouTube, stay tuned for our after show where we're going to talk a little bit more football and something else.
Escape crate.
The escape crate. Dave's going to open his escape crate. So until next time, thank you everybody. And Dave and everybody else, go fuck yourself.
Okay, now what do I click?
Was that Barney again?
Yeah,
I think you still have some work to do on that one.
I do. And it's like an octave lower.
Yeah.
It's tough to do voices without warming up to it, though.
Well,
All
then
right.
you need to fucking practice there, jackass.
No, I need to warm up to it, like right before the show. I need to be doing it. Like, you can't just jump right into a fucking voice.
You can't just jam it in without any lube or any foreplay or
Well, you
anything.
can, but then you'd be in the military still.
Ooh. All right. Well, can I piss first before you open this?
If you must. Yeah. Yeah.
Hanging out.
So.
with the family.
Oh my god, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I have desserts.
What?
And then I have backup desserts in case those suck.
Well, what are they?
Okay, this is cookies and cream fudge.
Okay.
I said, is it good? And Adam said, yeah, it's good. Not great. So I cut them real small.
Okay.
We also have pumpkin spice chocolate caramels and brownie filled pretzels.
Wow. I think Pumpkin Spice Boy over there has had enough. No. Yeah, the fudge is good.
Yeah, it's like 4-ingredient fudge. Like it's easy fudge. not like real fudge.
Plus, it's white. All right, so
Just hanging out.
I probably shouldn't.
Hanging out with my family. Having ourselves a party.
So
What the fuck is that?
fudge, you packer.
Wow.
It was an easy one.
Your mom's easy.
That's what she said. All right, so what we have here is from the Escape Pod guys. They have their own tape. Look at this.
Wow.
That's Escape Pod tape. Fucking brilliant. So Patreon supporters of the Escape Pod have an opportunity. I think it's once a month. Is that right? Once a month or once a quarter? I think it's once a month.
Something happens once every month
Yeah, something.
that really affects the lives of all of us.
Yeah.
What is it?
The Escape Crate. So I just happen to be the fucking the winner this month of
A winner is you.
the Escape Crate. So quarterly. Thank you. I knew it was something like that. Dude, I have no idea how much time has gone by at any given moment. So I think what people have done, if they've opened their Escape Crates and then sent the video to Don and Brady so that they could put it on their show. But since we have our own show, I'm just going to go ahead and do it here. And I'm kind of excited. I'm not going to lie.
If there's not a pop in there, then it's fucking worthless.
Because we need more pops. You always
Clearly.
need more pops.
I mean, we got 2 Brady's, so.
Nobody had to know that, Jason.
They can see it.
Oh, look at that. Right on the top.
Is it a pop?
Right on top. We got a pop.
Nice.
It's Omega.
Omega. Ricka. Tick.
That's brilliant. I do not have an Omega.
That's
It's
fucking-
a Target exclusive.
Nice.
Fucking fantastic. You guys are the best.
I really don't dislike Omega. I just like making fun of her.
You don't like people from New Zealand, apparently.
Well, what's with the fucking accents? Just talk normal.
Right. So this is this escape crate was obviously geared specifically towards me because we have a whip and a stir, or I should say stir whip.
Well done,
Sure.
guys.
So fucking
Well fucking done.
brilliant. Those are studio exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Escape Pod mugs. Give one to you.
There's more than one?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We got this one.
Oh.
Pick your favorite.
I mean, I like the Trooper one.
We've got balloons. We got Baby Yoda balloons.
Nice.
Dorbs. Take that.
What the fuck, man?
Fucking Michigan ping pong balls.
Yes.
How many of those can you put in your mouth?
Oh, I bet you'd like to know.
We got a bunch of stickers.
The real question is how many can I fit in my asshole?
What you do on your own time is your business, my friend. We've got stickers and a magnet and a red 5 sticker. Sweet. Love stickers. We've got a pin. Look at these guys. These guys are fucking crazy.
Man. They got all the swag. Why don't we have swag like this?
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know. Sponsors? More Escape Pod stickers and whatnot. I love it. Ooh, a pin. Yeah, Escape Pod pin. Look at this. Look at these fuckers.
Nice.
Man, they got the marketing shit down.
That's awesome.
Put that there. There is a keychain.
God damn.
Jesus. You guys are fucking killing it.
What is this?
What?
Little girl saying I dismissed her swag idea? What swag idea? Was I drunk at the time? Because I can't be held responsible for shit that I don't remember when I'm drunk.
I suggested something like that too forever ago. You shot me down.
Strike you down.
Why is this all on me?
because reasons. All right, I'm gonna open this monster. This is a 30-ounce modern curved tumbler.
Nice.
Nice.
I do love those.
Very nice. Hog.
I do that.
Stubbornly hot or cold
We'll
for
do it.
hours.
I can put one together?
For us, yeah.
No, for other people. I
No,
just
no.
want to shop for it.
I don't know what they're arguing about. Fucking t-shirts? It pays to be a Patreon member with the Escape Pod.
I know, right?
Fucking sweet ass shirt.
Oh, nice classic
Ooh, I like that.
Empire Strikes Back era T-shirt.
Yes. Excellent. With TIE fighters on it, because they're the best.
Mm-hmm. They know you well.
We have a Pocket Pop keychain
What?
of Megatron.
Get the
Look
fuck
at that
out.
guy.
Yoink.
A straw. It's probably for this.
Yeah.
I imagine. Or it's a pipette for something. I don't know.
Or maybe they, thought that we're one of those states that doesn't allow plastic straws anymore, and they thought, oh, you guys might appreciate this.
Ooh, we got a Star Wars bookmark.
Nice, nice.
I just found a bookmark the other day that Kate made in 2006.
Aw.
Right? So she was 5.
Uh-huh.
It's obviously not her writing.
Right.
I mean, it's like a cute thing on the front, and then it says, "Happy Father's Day, Katie," which we've never called her Katie.
Yeah.
So, but
Like her teacher or somebody made
yeah,
that.
it was nice. We got a
Postcard.
yeah, it's like a postcard. It's got their YouTube shit on there. That's a good. That's actually, it's a good idea. I like that. And that's, you can do that reasonably inexpensive. All right.
If Jason doesn't veto it.
So we have a Legends fucking comic book,
Mm-hmm.
supersized Star Wars Saga giant 50th collector's issue.
Is that one of the Marvel comics?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it's a Legends one.
But I mean, like one of the old Marvel comics from like the fucking 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Let me see. Dame la libra.
What?
Dame la libra. Give me the book.
Dobby your own Libra. And check this out. Got a Star Wars Insider with with a little FET action right on the front.
Little Fed action. Star Wars inside her. Very good.
We need to
What?
We need to add this to our
The sacred texts.
yes. And that's it. That was an amazing fucking amazing escape rate. Yeah, fuck. I haven't been drinking.
I've been just hanging out. Hanging out with my family.
So it doesn't say hanging. It's like hamming. Hamming out.
I thought he said hanging out.
Well, he's trying to say hang, but it's turning into hamming. Hamming out with my family. I still can't believe fucking YouTube cut us off.
I know. Fuck you, YouTube. Pieces
Oh my
of
God.
shit.
It's like, really? Okay. This is fucking brilliant, boys. Nice crate. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. Nostalgia Inc. sent the comic and mag. So Nostalgia Inc. It's one of their shows. The big sponsors. Yeah.
Why don't
So-
we have any sponsors, Dave?
Well, we did, but you told them to go fuck themselves.
Well. Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's a bigger story than that, but
So much stuff. Yeah. We just need some investment capital. We could probably do the same thing. What's the
Well, we need
guys,
it.
What's the 66?
order?
No, or 99 rather. An Auerbash. So it's one of the fucking
Oh, the Bad Batch.
yeah. I'm like, what's the significance of the skull? And then I realized, oh, Bad Batch. That's
Fucking
that's
sweet.
significant too. Feel how that is.
It's really cool. It's a nice one.
Fucking sweet. So these
Yeah, feel how heavy this is.
What's wrong with you tonight?
I've been drinking.
9% beers is what's wrong with them. So
Stir, whip, 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 stir. Stir, whip. I mean, at what point are we going to revisit the holiday special
I don't know.
on the show?
This is a good year for that.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Did we just do it last year?
Oh, we didn't tell them what we were talking about next week. Fuck.
Crazy Gold Medallions?
Talking about Chester. Talking about crazy gold medallions. You should move one of the Tom Brady's
Yeah.
and
Try that.
You're right.
and put and put.
All right. All right.
Again, you're escalating.
All right.
Maybe you.
That's fine.
I'm staying out of this. I'm a neutral party. I'm those one guys.
I will never deface a pop. I will never do that. So that will not happen. Movement, absolutely. Compromising positions, probably. But I will never deface a pop, so you don't have to worry about that.
Anything else on football before we close out?
Football.
I'm at 100% to beat Bronco Fett this weekend, so I think I'm looking good.
Well, 100% would be the ideal.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. So, like I said before, after tonight, your defending champion is going to be 2-0. The guy who won the fucking fantasy football league last year,
Keith?
fucking Don and Kelly, those motherfuckers. Yeah, I heard all of those fucking slights last week.
Don says he needs a Tom Brady pop.
You should get one and send it to the studio, and we'll display it.
No, he wants one. So I think
Everyone should have one.
I think one of our Tom Brady's should take a trip to Michigan.
I mean,
Back to me.
those don't belong to me, so I can't make that call.
There may be a ransom note. Funeral. Oh shit. Sad face. No,
Somebody
I
died?
got nothing. Lodge stuff.
Yeah.
Sadly. Oh, I was gonna look at my fantasy. Right now, Aaron Rodgers has a whopping .82 points. So, and Mason Crosby has Bupkis. So
Bupkis?
I need Green Bay to do, or Aaron Rodgers specifically, to do something. We just need what's his name? We need Jones to snap it, I guess.
Yeah. So, getting back to the 49ers-Eagles game.
Uh-huh. Which you didn't see.
No, but I saw the highlights. YouTube does this great thing. Well, the NFL does this great thing where they put a recap of every game on YouTube now, where like they go through every major play. Like you could watch basically every exciting thing that happened in a fucking game over the course of like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
On a YouTube video.
But you can't put Birdemic on the screen for any length of time.
Don't even get me started on that.
Anyway.
So anyway, I watched the highlights of that, and honestly, your quarterback, I don't know if it's just was like the depleted 49ers defense. They made him look really good. Like he looked like he was running all over the fucking place.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the only thing that he, like, it's the only thing that he did.
Right.
The secondary, they gave that up. Honestly, it's not like Jalen Hurts like made a lot of these plays with his legs. The 49ers left those plays open because they were giving him yardage.
Right.
We had, aside from that, so I complained last week about Hurts not throwing a ball downfield, right? So this week, in an effort to appease Dave, apparently, they decided they're going to throw all these balls down the field.
Well, he made a couple of those throws.
He made one of them
Okay.
out of like 5.
Right.
And my problem with those throws is that from a mechanical standpoint, that none of those throws were impressive.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that Jalen Hurts has anything but an average arm for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Do I think that he's smart enough to run a playbook? Absolutely. Do I think that Sirianni has an idea what that playbook should look like yet? No, I don't. This is first time as a head coach. I think he's got to figure out what he has and doesn't have still. We had a huge injury happen on the offensive line with Brandon Brooks, which hopefully he'll be back at some point. So there's still a lot of question marks, and I don't mind. I was watching the game, and I was just legitimately emotionally spent from the Penn State game.
Yeah.
But I looked at that game. Well, you know what? Okay, yeah, it's not a division rival, so the Cowboys barely scraped out a fucking win the other night.
Yeah. Yeah, no, your division is still wide open.
Yeah.
Like, anybody could end up with that division. The 49ers, though, like, their division is still super fucking strong, despite the fact that Seattle lost yesterday. Seattle could very easily still win that division. They're a very good team. And, again, the whole point I was trying to make was, like, watching your quarterback run like a fucking madman on the 49ers makes me really scared when Russell Wilson comes to town.
Yeah.
And
honestly, if you don't get something in the secondary besides Josh fucking Norman,
yeah,
you're gonna have problems.
Yeah, no, their secondary is just like fucking completely shit
Because we have
because of all those injuries.
We have a young wide receiver core, right? However, yeah, he's doing you. However, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with them developing. You go into Seattle and you've got DK Metcalf and fucking Lockett.
Mm.
That is not. You're going against a way better wide receiver in either of those guys than any of our guys.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, you got to deal with him running. So it'll be a challenge. When do you play him?
Not next week because we got Green Bay next week. So not for a couple of weeks. I tell you what though, Deebo Samuel, like that guy seems legit. The 49ers receiver.
Yeah.
He's like a second or third year guy now.
Yeah, they used him out of the backfield pretty effectively.
Yeah.
In that game.
But no, for the first 2 weeks of the season, he's been on fucking fire. Like, I'd love to know who has him in our league. Because he's been racking up Deebo Samuel,
It's not me.
receiver for the 49ers.
Hey, Jamie, bring that up.
Yeah.
My guy just made a touchdown.
Oh, shit, the game's going.
Yeah. All right. We should sign off.
Okay.
Get to watching football, people.
Yes. And thanks again. We still got a bunch of people hanging out in the chat, so...
You're the best.
Somebody's trying to get Kristen's attention, the Escape Pod guys.
Oh, what is that?
My starting QB got hurt early, minus 13 points.
There's like, who's doing Jason? And then Don Kristen, question mark?
No, Tom's doing me, obviously. He said he was.
Right.
So, but then I've got one of the new guys next week. Who's the,
I'm playing, I think, Leo Chavez, the Steelers, something.
I'm playing the Corellia Steelers next week.
That's Ivo.
That's Ivo?
Yeah.
All right.
I played Steeler Gang today.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers got 5 points.
Woo!
He's
He
doubled.
just made $1 million sale. Woohoo! 50% off. No! He just gave up $1 million in the last 20 seconds of the deal.
$1 billion. All right.
Yeah, that's fine because they sold their company for $1 billion.
Right.
$1 billion even, by the way.
Yeah. Because it works out better that way.
Yeah, they're nice round numbers. All right, guys, we're out of here. We love you. You're the best. Good night.